Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's Gray here. We're back. It's day number 383 of the free-to-play account series in Marvel Future Fight. I hope you guys are ready for another fantastic live stream because we got some madness lined up for you today. We got filler content tiding us over till we get more events to fill us with more filler content until we get to an actual update. So brace yourselves to be filled. Thanks so much for spending some time here hanging out with your boy playing this game. Yeah, but before we get into today's stream, guys, which I actually do have some stuff lined up for us. What's up, INL? What's going on, man? Good to see you. Icarus, what's up, dude? Sun Wukong, what's going on? Vardy, good to see you, man. Judy, what's up, my friend? Good to see you. Peter, what's happening, bro? Who else we got chilling in here? Ron's here. What up, Ron? Good to see you, man. Hope you're doing good. Aston, what's up, dude? And we got KT3 chilling up at the top. Yo, King Anime, what's going on, dude? Ethereal, what's up, homie? Where'd you go? Booey. I might have missed it yesterday, my friend. Sorry if I did. Really quick. I can't believe I'm doing this because it's going to get me in trouble bringing this up on the live stream this early. People are going to... Maybe I can bait some viewers in by going in here. You got two mighty competitions, bro? You got a mighty rage. Is that a mighty rage or a bro? Mighty? Yep, mighty rage there. Yeah, you're raging out, bro. Raging out. I mean, your best options are what? Mummy Miles, Storm, Mephisto. Who else for a competition? Who am I missing? Zeus. Who else? You don't get a what's up because your name sucks, but hi. Oh, shoot. Who else? Who am I missing? Hulk? Yeah, does well with the competition if you want to go that route. I don't know if you need it, though. I don't think so. You have Mummy Miles. Did you get the seasonal? Because he's good. I don't know. Be selective. I wouldn't rush to equip them both since you have these rages. Maybe you can move a rage around so that you don't have Storm and Mephisto with rages. You could like pick one for ABI. Wanda with the comp, yeah, it does well, right? We see that sometimes. I don't know personally, but I do see that. People doing that. Yeah, and you might want to just maybe utilize one. I don't know, you don't have any characters that are like screaming, give it to me, but you could move some stuff around. You could take one of these rages, give it to someone else, and then give a competition to one of these guys. Man, ooh, I don't know that Thor's was falling off as much as people thought. He really does do well in World Boss Legend. Kind of his thing. I'm realizing that. Yeah. Well, I think, help me out here, boys. I think Mephisto gets you the highest scores in ABI, correct? So you probably want to leave the rage on Mephisto because that scores better in ABI, and then use the comp on Storm and move this one. Plus this one's rolled to the juice, which is nice. So yeah. Or you want to, yeah, you don't have to move anything. Patience sucks though, man. Being patient is tough. My thought is we're coming up on the anniversary. We're bound to get some banger updates here soon, and we'll probably get a competition tune soon. So you might want to think about the future as well. I don't know what your situation is with getting more CTPs, but yeah, that was my thought too, INL. You could swap the, yeah, you could swap the rage right over to Ares and then put the comp on Storm, but I feel like Storm's great, Ares is good. That works, and then maybe save one. I would at least save one. Yeah, so maybe do that. Maybe do that. Maybe give one to Storm, move the rage over to Ares so you get the coverage from Ares on all those days. Give him a proper build, and then, yeah, save one to see if we get another good competition. What was your deal with Wanda? I didn't really look because I wasn't like doing a whole count thing. This is just out of my curiosity. I want you asked, and I was like, well, who do you have? What do you got? You got the whole Jean Grey syndrome, huh? Yeah. Yeah, where you didn't feel like you really needed her as much, I'm assuming. There she is. Oh, not because, well, kind of. A universal female and such. Universal female villain. But yeah. She's a ways off from a build, so even, yeah, even with Wanda, I would just wait and see if we get another good competition tune. That would mean better to give her a rage or something. There you go. All right, let's get this thing fired up. We're going to skip dispatch rewards this morning. I got 154 energy. It's toxic. I'm going to save this horrible pip. I apologize to you all for the whole stream. I'm going to grab it after stream because, as you guys know, I can't collect this daily thing. I don't collect this daily thing right when it resets every day. I don't set an alarm for my energy reset, believe it or not. So I got to line it back up after this. It just like keeps creeping until it gets to the point where it's during the stream, and that's the worst time to, thanks for the invite, to do it. So we will hold off. Let's get our energy down below cap, though, because that is gross. And then we'll grab all our free stuff. Go from there. Yeah. The native tier 2 discount coming up for Scarlet Witch. Good call. Like, I saw a couple people asking questions where we should remember that that's coming up. People want to save. You can always like over save, right? You can save like enough for a native tier 1, tier 4. And then if you find you jumped the gun and you started saving too early, just save up another like 6,000. And if you end up with like 13,000 tier 4 materials, go ahead and do a tier 4 if you want. But be prepared, yeah, for that discount because it only comes twice a year. And it is nice. It is nice. All right, we got our energy down below cap. Speaking of nice, that is, go ahead and check in. Donate, we're late. Our alliance is gonna kick us. They didn't get our money for like 10 minutes. Let's get some BAM if we can. That would be nice. That would be nice. Probably so triggering for some people to like leave that there when I can grab it, but it must be done. All right, let's see, emblems, what do we got? Boom, not much. But right now we kind of need everything. Like I was saying yesterday, except tier 3 mats, everything's W, so there we go. Jump in, let's do friends list. Want to get in the habit of doing this. Avengers assemble. The inbox. Grab our Norn Stones of Energy. Oh yeah. I don't even think I've said that. Norn Stones of Energy in so long. What's up? Baki, my man. What's going on, dude? Is that like Baki? You're not, that's not Baki, is it? Like back in the day, Baki? Oh? And then we got, we did get paid out for the ranked battle today. And I did get 80 crystals for the 5-level ranked battle, which is really, really nice. Got 1 million gold there. We got our 10 million gold. Speaking of which, I apologize. I should have done this before stream, but I totally forgot. Let's restart this sucker. Dude, what's up, Baki? It's been a minute. I hope you're doing good. Thanks for stopping by the stream. Nice, dude. Welcome back. Welcome back. It's good to see you. Pull up a chair or a couch or a bed or just stand. Let's do this thing. Let's get that gold, man. We're talking about gold today anyways, so we got to get all those rewards. Got to get that 10 million gold from the web shop. I'm really curious where our crystals are going to be at this anniversary. I'm excited. I think they're going to look pretty nice. April Fool's tends to be, and we'll see. Maybe it'll turn around. Tends to be bad uniforms. Am I wrong, or is that right? I feel like that's a pretty accurate claim. Farmos was relevant, for sure. There, we've talked about this before. There's a couple. I just don't have them. I can't have them. There's the, like, Satana uniform from April Fool's, right? That's April Fool's? I think so. That one's good. And then there's, like, one other one, maybe, from April Fool's that is decent, but there are a lot of bad ones. So, yeah. And we talked about this, I think, like a week ago or something. I brought it up, but yeah. I am going to go over the dispatch team shortly. I got to keep things in order here or I'll miss a bunch of stuff. So we got our gold. We got our rewards. Are we going to let anything expire? Let's just grab this to be safe. Grab a couple of these. Get in my bags, Cap. Get more in my bags, Cap. All the way up in those bags. And then I like one more because, see, then the boost. And that's perfect. And that's enough time for you, biometrics. Jump in here. You already got... Wait, what? You get extra clears here? I'll be danged. I thought it was exact. Huh. That's so. Well, I'm gonna do it anyways. Worth the energy. We need all this stuff right now, so let's do it. Interesting, I say. That's nice. I didn't realize there was a buffer there. A little bit of... give you a day to screw up. Oh, it's tier 4 mats today too, huh? The event quest is all finished up. We'll grab that too. Fit that in somehow. We're gonna have to, I think we have to do like 10 dimension missions, so we'll have to manage our boost points, but we'll be fine. Gonna be kind of a long stream today, methinks. Do account help proper today. No, not today, my friend, but soon. Soon. Very soon. Man, dude, they robbed me. We got robbed. They robbed us all. They robbed the Green Gang. I don't know if that's a good idea. I've been watching the analytics trying to get that emote, dude, and now it says we had 308 members 2 days ago. So, don't, you know, I wasn't able to get that emote, which bothers me. But we'll line up a super stream here soon, and we'll probably come together. It doesn't matter. So, not like I'm complaining that much. It's just weak that it didn't let me grab it. I couldn't. I checked, I think, every day to see if I could unlock the emote. And it kept saying I needed 5 more. But now the history of memberships showed me that we had it. It's just really weird, frustrating, and dumb. But it's okay. Like, we'll survive. I was like, maybe I'll put in a ticket. There's no support for this job. There's no HR department. You can call Google on the telephone, see how that goes. And you can't, by the way. I don't think you can call Google on the telephone. I don't think it works that way. Google doesn't have that kind of money. Are you kidding me? You know how much it costs to pay people to answer phones? You think they can afford that? That's ridiculous. 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 Don't be silly. No way a company could survive paying ridiculous things like salaries. Crazy. Anyway, speaking of salaries, there's some tier 2 mats in the bags. Let's go. We're recovering from our, what do you call that, malfeasance with our materials. We were so bad. We've got, what, 2,900 black antimatter left. 2,500 CCF. Ah! What's up, Jermaine? What's up, Judy? I don't know if I said hi, Judy. I think maybe, but it doesn't hurt to say it twice, right? That's what I always say. Well, that's what I usually say, every once in a while. All right, those are done. Check in with our world event. False start. You know, psych. And then, let's see. We can move on. That's all done. We're waiting on boost points because I've been farming the dispatch. Before we jump into World Boss, which one do we want to do first? The gold or the dispatch thing? First? Gold? Or dispatch? Let's go. You guys tell me. You guys steer the ship. Where are we going? Who do we have today? Let's find out while we wait. We got Kang. Well, Kang. See. We'll probably get to tier 3 Zeus today. I didn't put it in the thumbnail because I put it in there yesterday. I was like, that's cheating. Can't put it in there twice in a row. All right. I don't know how many people voted, but it doesn't matter. Oh, 11 people. That works. We're going to do gold first. So here's the thing. We have no materials because we're doing really good. And we're burning them all to pieces. But the game has changed. And normally, you would not be able to do what we're doing and have your gold total look like this. This is new. We have been building our account so aggressively that we're basically tapped out on everything. We can't do elite gear because we don't have the tier 2, tier 3, tier 4, well, tier 2, tier 4 materials. We can't do a tier 4 because we're only halfway there. We can't... A lot of things like uniforms and stuff are tied into these materials. Ooh, Ethereal, always wait, bro, for the chance up. No. Hopefully you were just doing them like 3 to 4 or like 4 to 5. 5 to 6 or something, because you always want to wait for the chance up. Always to combine. I think it like, I don't know what it is. It's probably like 1% to... Well, never mind. And it depends on your account, man. It depends on your needs. If you've got a lot of gold and a lot of Uru, yeah, by all means. But anyways, the things that we would do, we kind of can't do. We're tapped on them. So the plan today is to find some clever ways to, combining up your 5s to 6s and then waiting for the combine event for the 6s. There you go. Looking for other ways, right, to sink gold. So one, I know right off the bat, we can do this, which is great. Good thing to do with our extra gold. What else? Hit me. What else we got? We can't because we don't have black antimatter. So we can't get everyone to tier 2. We could do like ISO sets, but for who? Just random characters? And also, what's up, Marvel Excelsior? What's up, dude? I think this is his last slot that he needs 5, right? His last gear. Believe. Oh, I never do that. I won't. It's like a principle. I'll get distracted. We're low on bios too. We're literally, that's the thing. That's why I even put this in the thumbnail. It's crazy. We're low on everything pretty much except gold. We've been playing the game, Bucky. Toot toot. We've been chugging along, dude. Yeah, man. What are we at? 19? We're working towards 20 tier 4s right now. And then, yeah, the anniversary, we'll get another tier 2, tier 4, and the selector, so we'll get another one there. So we should have like 20, I don't know. I'm getting close-ish to 25, maybe. Shortly after the anniversary, we'll see. We will see. We're here to find out if you can catch up. Catch up. And no, we can't, but we can try. Hit me. Let's go. Where's that 5 at? Let's go. 5. Yeah, I could, repeat 7-3 for bios. But that's energy. I don't have that. Now, INL, that might, we go look, but I think we need Guck is what we'll run into with that. We could use some of our gold to craft some bios. Be good, because we need bios, but yeah, we'll run into gear up kit issues. That's another thing we're low on. We don't have a lot of gear up kits. A couple thousand, I think. This gear has been so stubborn. I've put a lot of gold into this specific gear. I tell you what. Excuse me. I don't know why this one's so stubborn. Dang, man. Good lordy. Give me that 5, baby. There we go. Didn't even leave Boogie on my face. That I can see. Holy smokes, man. Never mind. Hey, you guys, we don't have to worry about it. We don't need to find any other places to put our gold. I found the place where all of your gold goes to die. I found it. Never mind. We didn't need any other ideas. Holy Nikes. So 10 will be 3 mil, right? All right. Wow, this is really awful. Well, I'm about to quit just because this is boring, man. Hit that 5, bro. What are you doing? We can't be rigged all of the time, I suppose. This is gonna cost like 10 million gold. Yes, sir, I've got you marked down, Miguel. What's up, Miguel? How you doing, buddy? Oh, boyo. This is tragic. I mean, how long do we let this thing go? Good Lord. Bro, I feel like Earl over here dodging memberships. Can't hit me. Nah. Wow. And once this gets to 20, I'm gonna stop. That's 6 mil. Plus the other one we put in, that's like 7 or 8 million on this just for this one amplification for one slot. So if you want to figure out where to put your gold when you have a little too much, this is it. Holy crap. That was crazy, dude. That was crazy. It's like, we're good. We've got the gold. I just don't want to listen to this go bow, 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 bow for 3 hours on stream. That's staggering. This is the most stubborn one I've ever seen. That was the most stubborn one I've ever seen. I'm sure people have seen way, way worse because I know we're aiming for like a 1% chance or whatever. But wow. That was savage. All right, let's go do more. You're good. You're good. You are good. You aren't. You aren't good at all. Not one bit. Do we have anyone else with more OBs that we should hit first? Probably not. Hey, what's Thor look like, dude? What does poor Thor look like? Speaking of poor. Sorry, Nick. Whoa, 5, 5, 5, and 5. Whoa, Thor. Wowzers. My goodness, man. Let's see here. All right, all right. We'll go to Wanda then. We'll go to Wanda. Wanda's great. Use her quite a bit. Hopefully this isn't as savage, man. See if we can get a couple of these. And we'll do a couple of these for Wanda if we can, if they're not like outrageous. And then move on. Try something else. Spend some gold elsewhere. Yeah, Wolverine needs it too. Wolverine doesn't have a CTP, which doesn't mean he can't have his Guru slots awakened. It just means that he's not, you know, fully built yet. So not quite as advantageous, which really sucks, man. If we can get another... I'm pretty set on the idea at this point of giving Wolverine a Mighty Greed. I know it's not his best CTP, but we are going to have greeds to use. And we have the stuff right now to give Wolverine a really good build. So, thinking about it. Because we don't know how long it's going to be before we can get 2 more Conquest CTPs. And I've said this before, by the time we do, we'll probably have somebody else that we really want to give it to. Around the anniversary, I guess. We're going to have another character that really wants a Conquest. Let's see here. Did that break her stats? Take a break from this. That noise is pretty annoying. Thanks for the invite. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, she needs the crit damage. Sad story. Everybody does, man. I cannot wait to work on these cards. I can't wait. So, what's crazy is she's actually benefiting from it. She needs the crit damage, plus we can awaken her attack slot. Theoretically, if we could hit this fight. But they're being pretty obnoxious. Just give them an energy. We could. We could. For both. Storm still have one that needs to be amplified. A lot of these guys do. That's why I knew this was like a good place. Yeah, she's got attack Uru that need to be amplified. Killer sound.
What's up, Viru?
Yeah, I'm thinking Viru just as a free-to-play. I think that's probably the strategy. I know people don't like it, but it's like what we have, and it comes down to one of those things like I still don't regret the fact that Thor has a rage. Or I mean a judgment, excuse me, instead of a rage. Because it just worked out really well for us. It let us put our rages in places they needed to be. Like now we're getting to the point where like, I don't know, yeah, even now, it's still good. It's still a good thing for me. So it's a tough call with Wolverine. We have all those strike Odin's Blessings, and we don't have any heals, unfortunately. But we have a bunch of strike OBs. We have a ton of physical attack Odin's Blessings that we could use for a build. But, yeah, so it's a tough call, truly. Man, I guess these are more stubborn than I thought. I just usually do it one click at a time, so maybe it doesn't feel so bad as like seeing how much money you've sunk into one gear. You know what I mean? Like somehow that makes it worse. It's pretty wild. All right, we got to take care of Storm. We got to take care of Storm. I didn't realize. We haven't had any gold to burn like this, really. When we did, we still had materials we could use. But this is the first time we've been, like, dusted on everything. We don't have materials or anything. So, but we just have gold. We have over 100 million. And the other reason I'm doing this, just to, like, clarify for new players, like, you shouldn't just light gold on fire, typically. But we have a whole week until we get any more content. We get events, but the events probably aren't going to demand my gold, right? So over this whole next week, I can build up gold and recharge and get ready for whatever we may build. And then also consider, as a free-to-play player, even if we get good character upgrades in these next few updates, we're so close to the anniversary that I'm probably not going to buy any uniform, regardless of how good they are, because I'm better off just waiting for the discount. The only exception to that would be if someone I absolutely love got a uniform I absolutely love. I did see a comment one time, somebody said I was not enjoying playing the game because I was grinding so hard, and I was like, I don't know, man, if you've been watching, I've made some pretty dumb decisions because I felt like it, just for fun. I think we bought Ghost Rider without the Black Friday discount just because I felt like it, and I could have waited, although the striker value was really nice. We bought Storm without waiting for the discount, but that was a good choice, but one I really liked. Done a few things like that. It'll happen again. All right, look, dude, this is the last one because I'm going to have like a stroke watching this light flash in my face. Boy, howdy. 15 we're at with this one. That's pretty horrid. Hang was like almost 30, though, to get that one gear. That was crazy. All right, let's get that F out of here. And we'll let this go to 20. I like round numbers. We're all waiting for something, Ron. We're all waiting for something, and that's the one I'm waiting for, INL, and I have no idea. I kind of doubt it because I want it too much. So I feel like that's not going to happen, and it's going to be something dumb. But we'll see. I just feel like Gore fits into, like, the current meta pretty well, just because he's another physical attacker, but I don't know. It just depends. There we go. Whew. I'm sweating from that. Sorry about that noise, boyos. I should, like, turn the game sound down if I'm going to do that again. It's pretty rowdy, man. That's pretty rowdy. But, hey, that's some progress, and it truly is. That was, like, 20 million gold, 22 million gold. But we got, what, like, four gears done to 5 amplified slots, which is great. We need to continue that theme because that's when it'll really matter. When we get, like, 1, 2, 3, more slots amplified per character. We probably won't feel any of this impact, but everything matters, incremental or otherwise. And then the other thing we can do, I'm going to do more of that, by the way. I would burn more gold doing that. It's just a really annoying sound and very boring content, so we're not going to do it now. But I'll get back to a couple of those and probably sink another 10 million or so, maybe 5-10 mil into trying to amplify some more gears. The other thing we can do, yeah, we can do some of this, but it gets, see, it just tears up your, we need to burn up Macron shards too. Dude, let's do it. We can do that because we can buy so many more of these now with support tokens. So this doesn't cost us much, but it's very little gold. But we need these. I'm trying to build these X people, mutants. So we need bios for their gears and stuff. I do not want to farm them from their shifter bios. Yeah, that doesn't burn up a ton of gold, does it? I need my tokens for Uru. I'm kind of kidding, not really. Here, let's spend these because I feel like it, and then I'm crazy. How are we doing, by the way, with biometrics? Yeah, we need more. We have some. Like to triple this, something like that. Oh, yeah, from Dispatch. Nice. What up, Arif? What's up, Raiden? What's up, guys? What's up, LH? What's going on, my friends? Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, dude, that's got to be wild, man. You guys get so much of that stuff from VIP rewards. That's the other thing about free-to-play. I said that I commented on it, one of Alex's videos where he was ranking the content. He said, let me know if anything is different. And I said, I like Dimension missions a fair amount more than you because I'm free-to-play. And it's true. We get a bunch of stuff out of here that you guys get out of VIP reward. It's so strange. This is sort of turning into a free-to-play game mode, like where free-to-play lives. Wild. It's like we get more and more value out of Dimension mission. Truly crazy. I don't know. Is there any other way to nice, Chris, nice. Burn up some gold? Like in a beneficial way? Like what else is there? I'm sure you guys have said some things and I missed it, but I'm not trying to cook too much more of this, but I wouldn't mind spending another 10 million gold. Easy. And the other thing I got to do that's pretty boring, but I want to go through. Let's get a mythic, 6-star obelisk. Either a mini rage or damage proc on every character. Let's go ahead and get that done. Because right now I'm just like dusting them. And don't do that, first of all. Let me be clear. Don't do that. It is not smart. You want to be saving those for these, right? However, we've got quite a few of these, and because I'm free to play, the amount of CTPs I bring in that I need to reroll are considerably less than people that are spending. So I don't burn through as many of these. And that's why I'm going to do something silly like put mythic obelisks on all these characters. I just want to be clear. I don't want brand new free-to-play players to be thinking they need to go through and give everyone an obelisk, because it truly is stupid. It's just something I want to do. It's not stupid. It's like equipping exclusive artifacts to all the characters. It's just something I want to do for fun. But anyways, they're stacking up, so I got to burn a bunch of those up. We've got like 676 in the inventory, and it's pretty much shaved down. I've sold everything, so we'll equip a bunch of those. And yeah. What's up, Bob? Do you guys have, yeah, well, we usually spend, I think, only about 10 or 20 mil for Odin Blessings combines. I suppose I could save and dip into the 4s, eh? That would be the trick. I usually don't dip down into the 3s and 4s for the Odin's Blessing combine. And I'll bet you if we take a look and we try to combine all our, yeah, we could sink a little bit of gold this way. For sure. I think we can do all. Does anybody know what the, I should learn this stuff. This would be good to know as a live streamer, eh? What the schedule looks like. What's up, Sahil? What's going on, dude? And we can't do emblems either. We're kind of killing it. I'm not going to lie, dude. We're doing really good. We've upgraded all our emblems. We're out of data. We are not data. Data? Whichever one it is. Kits. We're out of kits. Actually, that's not true. You can see I'm lying. So we could actually go ahead and upgrade an emblem. Max this one out, eh? Is that max? Oh, that's not max. That's not max. It just happens to be a even number. Interesting. Sure. Might as well. Doesn't really matter. Yeah, no, I've only kept them in the past, is like not to have them, but just because I was worried about burning up all the gold, but now I am not. Now I'm thinking we will have plenty of gold. And it's really just, if you guys can help me remember, remind me that I said I was gonna combine some of these up. Because yeah, especially now that we've done Shadowlands to 135, not that we really needed to keep all these, man, you can get so many from Dispatch. Look at these stacking up from Dispatch. 104, 112. It's just crazy, man. So yeah, we'll save. We don't need to burn too much gold. We're looking good. We burned some. But when's that coming around? Did you guys tell me? What's up, Pokemaster? What's going on, dude? Yeah, I don't know what the cycle is. I'm not sure how far we are from. I don't know what's coming next. We've got. I feel like we just had swords, but it's like every month, so I feel like we just had everything. I think that's it, man. I just like advancing slots is a good one that you can do. You can use the craft menu. Actually, some of you probably will run into this exact same problem. Probably a good discussion to be having, especially VIP players. You guys are going to be drowning in gold. So amplify all your slots. Is that really it that doesn't use materials? Surely there are other things you can do. You can roll up ISO sets. I mean, if you have that much gold, you could even roll them up like the way I'm talking about equipping obelisks. I could go through and try and roll a reasonable ISO set for everybody. Not smart to do it without the discount, though. So I wouldn't do that either. What discount do we have? P card unequip? What's going on right now? Yeah, card unequip. And then we'll get a new one tomorrow. And I don't know what it is, so I'll wait so we can blow some gold tomorrow on whatever it is. I don't know if we're moving into OB Combine. I don't think so. I think it's, what is next? Words. I could like peek back through the streams, I guess, and check, what the schedule is. Anyways, get into some other stuff, man. Let's go kill some world bosses. Get some materials. Do we want to mess around with Kang today? Little bit. Little bit. We can do like at least one of these. One of these. Like using Thor. It makes it easier. There we go. That'll work nice. Look at that. Arm's great. Well, a lot of damage. Although I don't know. I still haven't in like to actually test it with the buff difference. I don't know. Ghost Rider does a ton of damage though, so when you stick with Ghost, I think we're good either way because we got. No, this is going to be as hard as it ever was. I think that's using. Oh, also, while I've got a bunch of you here, I don't know how many, I haven't even put the stream stuff. I haven't even logged it in here. A bunch of you here. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Don't click random links in Discord that promise sexy men or women or both or whatever. Don't do that. You're going to get your account hacked. If you do, if you clicked on that thing and you got yourself in trouble, you still have control over your account. Just change your password. And if you post that thing, delete it. If I see any more of that, I'm just going to time you out for a day. It's nothing personal. I won't even message you about it because I'm just trying to like nip that stupid, whatever you call that, like, God, I used to put that kind of crap in emails. They still do all the time, but when it first started, I'm trying to think of what people called it. Anyways, malicious Discord links bad. I hate to like make it so no one can post links in the chats, so just try and play smarter, not harder. Move. 4. You stood right in it. So ballsy. I don't know who we're doing next. It's going to be either, like, we were talking about maybe Cyclops. Because it gives me a bunch of weird value. We're still using Cyclops for some, like, ABX, ABL shenanigans. And, oh, gee. Both of those, and there's nothing. Oh, nice. Look at that. Thanks, Kang. You took care of us, bro. So he's got a bunch of, like, kind of niche value, but we could also, like, tier 4 Gamora. So, I don't know. It's a tough call. Not sure. It's kind of open for discussion. Definitely we'll get to see who's in this next update. So if there's, you know, we may get an answer out of that. Seniority, yeah, dude. Gamora's certainly been waiting. She been waiting like Sam Neill's wife in Event Horizon. Dang, we got stomped, boys. Shoot, man. Gamora? Yeah, I know. I'm not sure who's going to be in the selector. I'm not. Well, we'll see. I don't know. I'm not sure we're in a hurry. Tier 4 anybody. We can do one more native tier 1, but I think we're going to wait and see who's in this next update. I would think it would be relatively sizable. This Cosmic Invasion collab took very little effort on their part. There was nothing special here. Not bad. It's just not like they put a bunch of work into this. So hopefully they've been putting some work into whatever else is coming. And yeah, I don't know. We'll see. The updates around this time of year kind of tend to not be amazing. So we'll see what we end up with, right? That was juicy. Oh, that was BS. I hit that in time. You lie, Kang, you lie. That I don't know either. Let's go talk about that after we're done. I don't know, man. I don't know. You guys didn't tell me. I'm supposed to know these things? Who do we even like? Quicksilver, maybe? Thanos? Deadpool? I don't know. Maybe Deadpool for GOAT? Doubt it. Stupid artifact. Shala Ball? I don't have a Shala Balls. It cannot be done. Head. Rude. Simply rude. Did you? Oh, you butthole. Wasted that tier 3. Wasn't fast enough. It wasn't enough. Dang. Thought I could get the 6 in there. Yeah, I know. There are more characters I would rely on them just getting updates because they do all the time, basically. Bam. I feel like we did get some more strength somewhere, or we just stopped being bad-ish times. I don't know. Who knows? But there we go. Any booty boxes? No. That's all right. All right. If we can avoid a combat book for one more clear, we can. Tier 3 Zeus. That's right, boyos. Big value. Deep value. Tier 3 Zeus. But hey, it's a meme, and the meme will abide. Can you say? We'll do a couple stage 9s here on Thanos. Right in the Thanos. Yeah, well, unless you know his super secret special sauce rotation. Shout out to Billy, trademark. Look out. Excuse me. I want to see Kang. Nice. Whoa. There we go. Now that's a clear you can feel good about. All right. Bro, yeah. You know what I would love, INL? How about just a full rework to the legendary battles really quick? Just overhaul the rewards. That's kind of the thing I guess they can't do, though, because people will feel cheated. But if you own the... Actually, no. No. Yeah, just give people the new rewards, too. Screw it. If you bought the dirty old legendary battles, it's the least they could do is give you whatever, just refresh them, like they did with the world boss rewards when they reworked all this stuff. Yo, you guys want to see some Zeus? You guys drinking the juice? What do you know about this absolutely useless tier 3 coming your way? Let's go, Alliance Conquest, tremble in fear. The god of ignoring Iframe and then dying immediately. Zeus. Yo, what up, Sanjeev? How you doing, buddy? There it is, man. It's gonna put us in the dirt for CCF. This is what I'm talking about. We're just like out of everything, and that's okay. We're fine. We do need to like save some CCF over the next week. I'm gonna try not to spend much of this, but that's the other reason. Like, useless. Nice. There we go. We're not going to have materials basically for this whole next week too, so we're probably going to end up with more gold that we want to ditch. But I'll work on those. Yeah, for real though, that's actually pretty epic. Let's not kid ourselves. Probably put some more effort into just. I don't want to like keep the gold low, but I do not want to let it inflate to like 300 million, 400 million gold. I don't want that. It's a waste. There's no reason to do that from a free-to-play perspective. I want to keep things moving. I want to keep a balance where I'm using my gold and materials to constantly be pushing the account forward. Yeah. Yeah. All right, we weren't done with World Boss. Let's finish that up, eh? These fellas by shore. Oh, yeah. Take Loki. Hades is already tier 3, buddy. Oh, shoot, I should have. Yeah. I will. Thank you. Potentials. The next run, let's do potentials. Gotta remember, I forget about them because they're not like ones we're dying to get done, but you want to get them done, especially like Zeus's. It's probably going to take, you know, a bunch of runs, so. You did the thing again, Mephisto. Oh, nice. We got a Kangbois. I'll teach you. Kill me. Rude. Ruda. What's up, Vacant? What's going on, dude? All right, potential. Potential. That was a couple years ago, right, Ron? That they reset the rewards in Shadowlands? It was when they did the big rework where they added the, yeah, 4 years ago. Like that, it was a while ago, man. All right. Boom, down to 1. Let's do some potential. Go. Man, I hope they change this. Funny. Okay. Yeah, seriously, Vacant. I think they've done like 4 passes on Shadowlands just that I've seen of changes. They've also, you know what, I'll say this over and over again until I make a dedicated video about it. They've done so many changes to Alliance Battle Legend and Alliance Battle. And still, like, they've actually changed the weekly rewards. I don't know if, I think they used to be worse. I don't want to say there were none because I think there was always the, like, MVP or whatever. But I want to say the weekly rewards used to be even worse for Alliance Battle, and they did a pass on those and changed them. And they've added Alliance Battle Legend, changed the rewards several times, and still they refuse to update the crystal reward. And I feel like we never made a big stink about it, really. But as, like, crystal rewards have been added other places, it seems absurd for one of the most, like, investment-heavy game modes in the game to not reward them at all. It ain't right. It ain't right, I tell you. It ain't right. This rotation is tight. Minimum frame rate, maximum effort. Wow. Yes, I know, guy. That's what I'm talking about. You used to not get those, right? We used to get progress. Nice. There we go. You used to just get garbage. I think it was just gold or something. Terrible. Yeah, they used to cap at 100k score, so they've come a long ways. Come a long ways. One more run here. Oh, sure. Take it away. No, go tear it up, dude. Take Ghost Rider. Good. Ghost Rider. Dead. And then we'll do Alliance Battle. What was the other thing that I put in? Oh, Dispatch. Yeah, the Dispatch team. Take a look at that, too. Next stop, the moon. No, you're gonna die. Oh, there you go. Nice. Nicely done, sir. Double Ghost Rider tier 4s back to back. Ba-boom. Yeesh, ba-boom indeed. That was like 10 bars, wasn't it? Ghost Rider be striking so hard. Oh no, we getting garbage. Yo, what's up, Sing? What's going on, dude? How are you? Hut, go! Alright. What is that, INL? I don't remember that. That's wild, dude. That's crazy. Yo, what up, Julie? What's going on, dude? All right, let's get out of here really quick. Thank you. Thank you for the invite, though. We're almost there. We're 2 boost points away. 2 boost points away. So, yesterday, got a moment to mess around with some dispatch teams for a sec, and I tried using these. I tried using what was the other combo I used? Oh, I did try Mephisto, but he's out. Mephisto can't transform. He just stays in his suit, so he just doesn't even. Got like multiple problems. He just stays in his suit, so he doesn't transform, so he doesn't get the buff or whatever. I actually have to look what the buff is. I actually don't even know what it gives him on the top of my head. But oh, all the moves are just different, right? And they do like, yeah. Anyways, so he doesn't get his transformation buffs, so that didn't work well at all. Thor took way longer than Null, and then I realized that's like the end of my options. This setup was significantly faster than anything else I tried. 40 seconds, 20 to 40 seconds faster on average. Loki striking for Null, very, very good. And that's the other thing I think with this setup that partially makes it so effective is I'm able to use Loki here. We use like Thor with Storm, and then I can use any other like Ghost Rider with, it's a really nice setup on it. You get Ghost Rider, you get max buff, and then with Storm, you get Thor for max buff and a lot of damage. So you get 3 high damage strikers. Yeah, oh, and I've tried Loki, and it got similar results. I think actually I have to test them again. These two side by side, these are my fastest teams because here you do the same thing. You just put Null as the striker, and you can run Loki. And this is the other team that got similar times. But that's a good one. I haven't even... That's a good one. I wonder what that looks like. And then you can use... That's funny. You can use Loki here and Null here for strikers. Let's give it a shot, eh? Let's see what this does. Sure, use energy. Let's see if we get the CTP or the P card or whatever on stream right here, right now. Yeah, let's see how these guys do on auto. You use Voodoo, Ghost Panther, and Mephisto for auto farming, Miguel? That's a really slow setup. Oh, this might be fast. This might cook. We'll see what happens. I don't know. They're gonna have to. It'll be how skills line up, I guess. Wow, yeah, they can really put out some damage. All those Lokis popping off, dude. That's crazy. Although there does also just seem to be like a kind of soft cap. You know what I mean? Like they can only move so fast until I like increase my cards and stuff. Get some more pierce damage, stuff like that. That was fast. That was really fast. This might be the wiener, Sanji. This might be the wiener, bro. But then the other thing we have to try is Doctor Strange, Loki, Null. I don't know if I've tried that, and that might be really good. You get a little bit of ignore dodge as well, plus Doctor Strange is just going to bring a whole other bunch of damage to the scenario. Voodoo is giving us a bunch of buffs, though, plus a bunch of damage to villains. Hard to say. We'll find out. You guys want to wait? We'll run both. So far, this is pretty quick. Let's see. Let's see how long they take on this final room. This is going to be comparable, I think, to the other teams. And there's always an element of, like, you do have to run these several times to get, like, an average. This could be a bad run or a good run. Hard to say. Because I'm not controlling any of the skills. Sometimes they use the tier 4s on, like, one mob that's left in a group and waste the whole thing, essentially. Yeah, it looks like we slowed down a bit here towards the end, and it's going to be around that 2-minute mark, which is pretty standard. Looks like this might actually be a little bit slower than my Doctor Strange team. It is. Definitely. This run, at least. Like I said, we'd have to do several runs. That's faster than the other teams I tried, but not as fast as the Doctor Strange Null Storm team. That one was significantly faster. Let's try something else. Null goes fast, man. I don't know. I don't know if it's just spamming the tier 4 skill, but Null makes for fast teams. I can't tell you exactly why, because yeah, he shouldn't be doing... He has additional pierce, I guess? I don't know. I don't know what else. There's other reasons. Spamming the tier 4. Don't know what else. There he is. Let's try this. Quick. I don't know if I've tried this one. So that one was right about the... Oh, no, this is 14.3. Whoopsies. Well, let's see if they can auto 14.3, and then we'll try it on 14.2. Yeah, Null's just strong, dude. He just cooks. My Null, I'm pretty sure he, for whatever reason, he just brings it to dispatch. He'll do as much damage as Doctor Strange. It's AoE. He just like hits everything. He's just one of those guys. He just works. Does a lot of damage. But I'll try. And then the other thing that the team I end up using is yeah, I rotated Null back in because I was running Storm, Doctor Strange lead, Null, and then I tried with Loki instead of Null, and I ended up just switching back to Null because I think it was faster. Pretty sure. This got like messed up, didn't it? No, it didn't. But it's slower. Looks like. Oh, this is the next stage. This is 14.3. Derp the derp. We gotta go back to the same stage if we want to compare. Where that P card at? Get us that P card so we can justify getting an artifact selector. That's really all I'm trying to do here, is rationalize my irresponsible behavior. Yeah, Strange does good. I use them both. They're both really good. Like, it's really I think for my account, the slot that's in question is not the Null or the Doctor Strange slot. The other slot in Storm just cooks for me. He's got a really good build. Goes fast. Well, I'll show you, because I'll show you guys the team I use as well. Show you. Goes faster than that Voodoo team did. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I didn't make the rules. I just play the game. Oh, we got it. I could have made this go faster, but I just wanted to see how they did on 14.3 on auto. And you can see why I don't do stages like 14.3. 14.4, I think, is when a bunch of ads start showing up after the boss is killed. And I don't even think I can run them on auto, because it just needs to. Okay, let's try this team on 14.2 really quick. See how they do. So far, 2 minutes. What's up, zombie? 2 minutes with... Who did we have? I'm trying to remember the best clear so far. Right now, it was the Dr. Voodoo, Null, and Loki, right? With 2 minutes. That's the best one we've seen. Was it? I'll lose track. I should write it down. That was really nice timing on that 5th and 6th skill there. So, I don't know if this is going to be fair. Let's see. We were already, like, into the next room on that clear. It was like 220. I'm like, so similar. Really close. At some point, Vacant, yeah, we'll get Adam Warlock. I don't know if I can get him built and everything. Like, I don't know if it's worth the value for me to try and get him now, get the uniform he has now, build him, and try and use him on the tail end of the value of his current uniform. Just that keeps playing in my head as, like, a bad idea. I would, Viru, but we're just kind of messing around for the stream. If we wanted to find out for sure, we'd have to find an average. We're just going over, like, vibes here, guys. This isn't an official test or anything. And this is where that third DPS pays off, I think. Part of where it pays off. They're able to kill the boss pretty quick sometimes. Guess it all just, yeah, you have to run multiple runs because it depends on how things line up. How many creeps get hit by the Loki skill, which skills they pop off when, all that stuff. Like there, that slowed down tremendously. Whoa, that was decent. That was decent. That's the fastest one we've seen so far. Right? By quite a bit. Yeah, that was 146. That was fast. Comparatively. This is more on par with what my normal farming team. Well, no one wants to sit here for 10 dispatch runs for each team because we'd be here for... What is that? 2 teams, 30 minutes, so about an hour and a half to do that testing if we were efficient about it. We could try. You guys want to see what? Storm kind of cooks, man. We could try this. So what do I normally run? I normally run this and Null, right? Now, I'm not sure if Loki's better or if just using Loki as a striker here is better. But let's see how this does. This is what I normally run. Yeah, Thor doesn't do it for me. He just can't keep up now. This is one place he did fall off. Yeah, and I've tried Strange Loki and Thor. I've tried it. It's significantly slower. Any team with Thor doesn't. I've even tried with Storm and Thor, which is a better team because Thor gets a bunch of buffs from Storm. Not a bunch. He gets like 50% element damage or whatever. And it's still not as effective. Huh. That's an interesting point, LH. I didn't think about the Transcendent skill. I don't know. I mean, I think it's going to vary for accounts. I have never had luck using a support in my dispatch team. It's never been the best setup for me. And I don't know if that's just my account or what. But I also haven't done thorough experimenting like now with Valkyrie. That's kind of part of what we're doing. This isn't thorough. I'm just trying to figure out the best dispatch farming team for myself. And I should try a team with like Valkyrie. But even then, man, yeah, the support just tends to not bring as much as having the 3 DPS at tier 4. They're able to. You also you eliminate a tier 4 striker every tier 4 character you replace, right? So having 3 tier 4 characters give us 3 tier 4 strikers, which brings an incredible amount of burst damage. You guys see that? So, yeah. And then I guess the real thing is, so the threshold's about right in here. I can't clear these stages with anyone much faster than this. Yeah, it's about the same time. I think it was a little touch slower than the last team we had, right? Which was Loki and Null, right? So I was actually a touch slower on that run, but probably like comparable in time. And then the only other one I want to test here really quick, one more time, is Loki. And again, I'll say it again. You know, these are not good thorough tests because we're just throwing each team in here for like one run and there is a big variance. But you can get a general idea just from watching it. Yeah, if he's tier 4, he can. But since ours isn't tier 4, no, he can't. Yeah, if our Dr. Voodoo was tier 4, that would probably change the formula. Not gonna lie. We'd get the tier 4 striker. He would hit more with his abilities. They might do some damage. Gene, knock it off, honey. Wait. Well, I know, he's early. But since we don't have him tier 4, he just doesn't bring that to the party. Already feels slower. I don't know why Null is such a beast. I don't know, man. I don't make the rules, like I said. Null's a monster in dispatch, dude. It's weird. Weird. This dog is freaking out. I wouldn't say Thor's value is way low, but it's not as high as certain other uniforms for sure. And I wouldn't make it a major priority. However, anyone who has it, I don't think you're missing out. Or if you like started a new account and you grabbed it, certainly don't think that's a bad idea. I shouldn't have touched that. I accidentally hit that tier 4 skill. I ruined it. I ruined it. This is possibly the fastest clear I have currently. Now they're all kind of the same. One's even a little slower. Weird. So yeah, Null and Loki so far. With Doctor Strange, I think it's been our fastest clear, or was it with Voodoo? No, it was with Strange. This is way slow. This clear brick. So yeah, that's probably why I put Null back in. Because like, even if this wasn't a really bad run, I think this is still slower than Null. Yeah, what INL said. Sorry, I kind of trailed off there. Exactly. So if you have it, good. I wouldn't bother rushing to pick it up right now. Might get another one. And same reason I'm not getting Adam, honestly. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, LH, is that it's partially just like, yeah, debuffs, AoE, and then the ability to pop the tier 4 skill like constantly is crazy. And then also when we're doing, yeah, I think for me, it looks like the best team I have is this one. I know this, maybe this isn't boring. I don't know. I'm going to do one more with this setup. Let's see how she do. I'm bricking our boost points, but it's okay. We'll be fine. Plenty to do. We got Alliance Battle to do, all that. Yeah, so we're getting it stacked on everything all the time because we're either having Null attack with the 5th skill or Loki strike with the 5th skill. And then Loki's 5th skill is constantly going off because he's either attacking with the 5th skill or Null is attacking with Loki's 5th skill, or both, in that case, are currently attacking with it. So it just flip-flops. This is 14-3. Dang you. Now let's see how fast they clear this. It'll be interesting. I don't think we used this team for this one. They're quick too. They dart around. Like Loki dashes a lot, stays in the fight. Null moves quickly. Strange is really the one that's the straggler. Funny. I haven't even looked at Alliance Battle today. I don't even know what the requirements are. We'll make another push for Alliance Battle here pretty soon, but I'm kind of just taking a break. We pushed really hard to get all our Alliance Battle days covered, learn a bunch of characters, get the basics of the rotations down, blah, blah, blah. And I've kind of just been stepping back a little bit, and it's good. It's good to do that. I've been focusing more on dispatch and character builds and stuff like that for now. PvP. But even PvP, I've been kind of... you gotta take care, you know, watch the grind, man. This game can be crazy when you're doing everything all the time. So finding ways to cut yourself some slack so it's not such a grind is a good idea, in my opinion. I think whatever team we used before, we had 46 seconds or so left on the clock. This stage. Let's see if these guys do any better. So far, no. Ooh. Crazy. No, about the same. Maybe even slower, yeah, because they still got to spawn. Yeah, slower. Man, I don't even know. So, it's really hard to test because, like, I think it was Viru who was saying it. You need to do like 10 runs of each team to really get an idea and like write down the scores because there's a lot of variance run to run. Hard to know. Are we going to tier 4 Dr. Voodoo for dispatch? Is that what's going on? You just put Loki as everybody's striker. That would be so crazy, dude. Yeah, that was 14-3, I know. That was 14-3. Not what we... Really soft to throw at you. Knock it off, GB. Yo, what's up, Blaze? I don't know, Sahil. That's a tough call, bro. The only ones I would ever even think about unequipping as a free-to-play are like magics and strikes and heals, maybe. It's like, what is it, 40 on the discount to remove them? Is it 40 or 60? 40 for regulars, 60 for awakens, something like that? I don't know, but it adds up and I don't like it. I hate the idea of spending crystals to remove anything really, but OBs in particular, for whatever reason. The best tier 4 support is kind of like a complicated question, but Nick Fury's really, really good as a tier 4 support. Cyclops is really, really good as a tier 4 support. There aren't a ton of options. Those are probably the best two, I would say. There's others that are good. Taskmaster is good because of flexibility, and you can use the female uniform for combat female, but there's other options. I think that is absolutely the correct thing to do, Blaze, and I support that, absolutely. We're going to have to go through and do it, too. I'm just kidding. No, thank you. You go right ahead, though, sir. You go right ahead. Yeah, this is slow. No, so this ain't it. This is not it. I think my team wins. Wow, which is crazy. After all that, I think what I was using is what I should be using. Storm, Doctor Strange lead, and Null seems to be the fastest combination for me. This is significantly slower. Just to juggle them around. Yeah, wow, this run in particular. But so was that 14-3 run, so no, this is not it. This does not cook. This does not please, and this does not sparkle. Goodbye in the bin. So yeah, it looks like Storm Strange Null is the wiener for now, without thorough testing. Wild. Part of that's probably going to just be my builds. Storm's got a really nice build. So does Null. I'm pretty sure that's the fastest clear for me. Hard to say, though, because, yeah, we're splitting, like... There's a range of about 20 seconds, I feel like, for any team. And that includes this team. So they might be getting... This is the last one I'm going to do, by the way, and then we'll move on. Sorry, I just got into this. I got curious about it. They all seem to land kind of in a similar range. So, yeah, you'd really have to do, like, 10 runs on each team to see who was the best. But for me, I think this one's the best. Oh, I might even be able to speed it up a little bit more by using Null as a striker instead of, like, Thor. Yeah, I bet it'd go even faster. She does get the full buff from Thor. Nice, makes her do lots of damage, but... Yeah, I think it's, yeah, $8 USD or something like that. I think that's what Goat said. Something like that, or... $8.99 or $7.99, something like that. For the unequipped. Oof, that did not go well. Yeah, so this could be a kind of slow run here, too. Oh, about the same time. Somewhere in there. Similar range. So. Similar to, like, the Rift farming team. I'm not sure. I used to think you needed to, like, grab Thor for Rift farming, but you don't have to. You really can use Doctor Strange or another. There's, like, a handful of characters that all get similar-ish times. And you can kind of just use whoever. Doesn't really matter. You're talking about the difference. And like as a free-to-play with Rift farming, it turns out I don't even have the energy to farm. Like if I could farm 30 runs, I couldn't. I can't even do it. I don't have the energy. So I don't even have a use for a team that fast. Anywho, there we go. It looks like that's a good team. I don't know. I would think... Oh, if we tier 4 Dr. Voodoo, I wonder if that team would be the best one. Voodoo, Loki, Null. Yeah, there's another team we didn't try. Shoot. And I feel like we can we try one more? You guys care? The one we didn't try is Storm, Badoo, and Null. We could try just swapping out Strange and seeing if these guys bring the heat. Like that. We've got Loki striking, Null striking, and then Storm and Null cooking. And then we get the Voodoo buffs. Alright, cool. Let's do one more and then we'll move on. This is it, I swear. Last one. Last one, I promise. And we are doing account help today, no matter what. So, I'll go probably just one and done, Alliance Battle or something like that. We'll go see what we got for today. Take a look, and then we'll just get into it, boyos. This was the other thing I wanted to look at today, so... let's see how they do with a different doctor. Oh, Storm, you got to get up in it, girl. You are you're lagging behind the pack here. Maybe that's a good sign. Did I do 14-3 again? Dude, I swear. Hey, thanks for the membership, Ron. Let's go. Grats, Nakai. Welcome to the Green King. Yeah, wrong stage. Screw it. I'm just going to bite the bullet on the energy. I don't care. I ain't making us wait through that. That was the wrong stage. Bro, stop. You're hurting my brain. The damage. The psychic damage. There we go. There we go. Aimo? That's what I'm calling you. How's that? I hope that works. What's up, dude? Thanks for hanging out. Some names are hard. We just gotta improvise. Ooh, that was nice. That was nice. She took a dip like to the other side. That was just a good pattern that they started with there. But we'll see if it keeps up. I need those tier 4 strikers here when all these guys spawn. Noel's busy doing his friggin' tier 3 skill. That seemed fast. That seemed quite fast. Let's see what happens. My Storm does some damage. She brings a bit of the heat. You see? There you go, Gambit Storm swap play. Is that what it is today? Yeah, it sounds like it might be a, I don't know, it might be a skip day for AB. It depends who we have. If it's one of those days where it's just like me running around in a circle, we'll just do account help instead. I think Sanjeev can forgive us if we don't record ourselves running away from Surtur for 5 minutes. I mean, is it just me or is this run going way faster? That was pretty quick. We'll see how they finish here. We're pulling down a little bit. I think it's the last couple creeps though. That's it. Nope, there's another wave. I thought we had it, man. There's Storm popping off. Finish it. Yeah, good score. Good score. Yeah, good score. That might be it. That is at least, so that was faster than the team I was using from this single run that we tested. But yeah, that was 10 seconds faster or something like that, 15 seconds. So really nice. Really nice. All right, let's get out of here. That was fun. Thanks for being patient if that was hard for you while we test dispatch stuff. But there you have it. This looks like maybe the new team I'm experimenting with. And who knows, maybe Dr. Voodoo just earned himself a tier 4. And I'm joking, but I'm kind of not. Because we're in a place where, like, to me, if I can shave 10 seconds off my, 5-10 seconds off my dispatch time by adding another tier 4 striker to that team, I kind of like that more than scoring a little bit more for a day of AB. Oh, do we get to replace Gwenpool for a day of ABL if we tier 4 Gamora? One of the issues with tier 4 and Gamora is we just do not have the rage for her. That's part of the issue. And with Dr. Voodoo, if we go that, so we have kind of a, ooh, looks like we might be getting into a 3-way here, guys. Yikers. We got Voodoo all of a sudden looking like he's got a little bit of value. We got Gamora and we've got Cyclops. Excuse me. So yeah, I'm not sure. Cyclops, I think, brings the most value to the account. Voodoo brings the least. I like Voodoo the most. I like Cyclops the least. So it'll be an interesting Strange, Loki, Storm. Yeah, we did try that one, I know, yeah. Yeah. I don't know, we'll figure it out. It'll be fun. Let's, for now, finish up these last couple loose ends, and we'll do some account help, guys. Speed villain, that's gonna be like, what? Gwenpool. Oh, and then Blast Hero. Who do we use here? It's not good, is it? At all. Storm. What am I talking about? Storm. Oh, it's a pretty good day. This is a swap play. What? Well, dude was talking about Gambit swap play. Yeah, good old Storm only. That's what I'm talking about. I'm like, what, dude? Ah, no. Sure, Mephisto, tear it up. You, Franklin, Sentinel, you go have a blast. Have a blast. Yeah, we'll knock these out real quick. I think we got time. I don't know. Yeah, well, one and done. I think it's Gwenpool, right? Is it? Did we see that right? Yeah, Speed Villain. I think that's who we have. One and done that road. We'll just do them one and done. Pretty confident with Storm. We can at least get a reasonable score. Did he just use the 2 skill? Or did I? Who knows, man? Who knows? Who knows? While this is running, we can do some mathematics. $37. Try not to get any Odin's blessings on your way through the parking lot. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 25. You doing good, Mephisto? You need my help? Oh, you got it? 29. $41? I think that's 41. All over the place. There we go. Yeah, 37 cards, 25 obelisks, 41 Uru. So pretty decent stash. And 0 S. Oof. Let's see. We got the burn skis here. He's good with burn. She got lots of that, if I recall. He's got lots of burn and paralysis. Man, I dislike playing Gwenpool. Let's do it. Is this the team? We have a team up? Yeah. Dang. Ooh. What's up? JH Hasuvam? I don't know, that's probably close. What's up? What do you got? Ask away. Yes, sir. Ask away. All right, here we go. If I don't answer before this, which I won't, answer after. Oh, I don't remember the... I don't even remember how to play Gwenpool, quite honest. At all. Something like that. And that. 5, 4, 2, 0. 5, 4, 2, 6. Oops, one too early. Boo. Ruined my own combo. Oh, wow. That stun was brutal. I was hoping those creepos would get a little closer, but they did not. Oh, we missed the 3. Loki? Nope. All right, fine. We'll do one more. Oh, God, I hate playing this lady. What do you got? I had one opponent named you. That was me. That is me. Landed on exactly 2,000 points this morning. I hope you beat me up. It's what we're there for. What we are there for. I think you just need to bring in the 1 way, way later. Yeah. Oh, God. Here we go. And so it begins. Boo. Go. Jump. Delaying too long, I think, on the 5. It's all good. Sad that that one creep kept to the whole next wave of creeps from spawning. That's sad. I missed the 2 there. It's gonna be kind of devastating. We'll stick it right here. I don't know if it works that way, but we made it work that way, boyos. $14 mil is about as good as we gonna hope for with Gwenpool around these parts. We will take it. I think 15 would be pretty decent for us for Gwenpool. I'm really, really bad at playing her. I struggle a lot. She's one of those characters that's not good for me. But that's actually like, yeah, easy 15 mil. That's not bad, man. That wasn't bad. If I needed the tier 3 mats, even the tiniest amount. Hey, it could be CCF, huh? It could be CCF. We better go back and keep. Let's get out of here. Do some ABL really quick so we can go do some account help, guys. Let's go. Hey, who do we want here? Is it just Ghost Rider? It's not, no. I think it's just Geo. Still a lot of test it side by side, but Ghost Rider just does so much damage, man. Crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, and then we get the 5 here as well. Woo. Crazy, man. Good stuff. Yo, what's up, Nyack? What's going on, dude? Nice. Nice. That's awesome. I'm glad you beat me up, man. That's good, man. That's part of why it's nice having free-to-play climb and stuff like that. Yeah. I got Athena and Valkyrie are my bonus characters this week, so I'm actually getting bonus points for using them. But they're not helping me much because I target other sentries to push, and they're giving me ignore dodge, but it's all damage to villains. So unless it actually put you at a disadvantage because I use that team to target sentries anyways. So like I say, I don't even get that big of an advantage from it. Yeah, that didn't work, but like at all. That was so weird. That was like a completely different rotation than I normally do. Whoops, and I did not mean to hit that. We're gonna start. That was a miss. That was a miss. Flying a plane is pretty frustrating. Gwenpool is a nightmare. Yeah, pretty much. I don't know if I don't think it's just me. I think that 5, the timing on the 5 is difficult to like get in everything else. And everything's a bit confused. But it's partially just me. Oops, I did the same thing. See if this works. I don't know. This is weird. It's like an extra attack in there. Yep. So a couple extra attacks. Yeah, that could be optimized. Crazy. I don't even like that. Then I just realized that I could be doing, yeah, more damage. Woo! Woo! Could have moved a lot faster there too. Got easy cancel on this one. It's gonna be all the way over here. Yep. Oh, I screwed up. Wow, I thought man, I thought that cancel would linger. That sucks, because that was a good run. Oh, well. Again, we spawned right on that light. It was nice. Get mad for you beating me? No, bro, that's why we're there. I used to post in Discord. I used to, when I was like high in the rankings, I would post catch a ride if you need one. There's no penalty to me from losing. So like farm me in timeline battle. I mean, the penalty is it helps people get up into the top 100, top 50, but not be greedy. I got so thrown off there by Dazzler swapping in. What? Right mouse bumper. 3 before co-op. Yeah. It like spawned underneath me. I would have waited, I think. I think. What am I doing, man? What's my rotation here? 2. Co-op. 2. 3, 5, 4, 1. But it's not, man. You can get another 1 in there. You just have to rip it fast. You can do like co-op 1, 2, I think. I don't know if it gets you extra hits or anything. I don't know. One, 2, 1, 2, 3, 0, 5, 4, 6. Slam. 1, 2, 3, 5, 4, 1, 2. Nice. There we go. That's nice. That's a nice score. All right, good. Do have to be careful with this cancel. It does have to come somewhat in the window of the cancel. That sucks a lot. So when you say that it was, you want to grab the light for this tier 3, no? Oh, the 3 at the start. I see what you're saying. When you put RMB, I didn't read remember. I was like, what are you talking about? Right mouse bumper? Right mouse button? I was like, to use 3? I was like, you must be talking to someone else. I don't know, dude. I'm gonna have trouble like swapping things like that on the fly. But that should be where we start the light phase, right? On that tier 3. Yeah, I know that. And then you get the second tier 3 in, and hopefully the co-op skill if you're fast. Yeah, so that's part of the problem. Yeah, I don't know. Try a couple times, and then I gotta move on. I gotta get out of here. I might do this actual score off stream, put in some effort, and post it in Discord, because we gotta get on to some account help. I don't want to do just like 1 or 2 accounts. Yeah, and it puts me at a weird range. Not a fan. Not a fan. Yeah, and he's gonna dash to the middle. Yeah. Really, Bob? Only 1? Huh? So do you want to delay that one? You do the tier 3. You do a tier 3 rotation before the light. The one right before you pick up should be your tier 3. Grab the light, normal rotation, tier 3, cancel it with the co-op, and then just keep rolling. Because you can fit 2 tier 3s in there, but is it just more beneficial to do it that way? Yeah, that's why my co-op's always falling at the end of the, like right after the light phase ends, huh? Interesting. I don't know. Now I'm going to cook my brain, though, thinking about too much stuff. Didn't do my 2 skill to start, so I'm going to be all messed up here. Okay. Middle. I gotta start hitting the 1 and the 2 in faster succession, so you don't fly all over the place like that. Yeah, that's like a bad score. We can get 2-2. Of course. I won't forget. I think your name's the only one I've got written down, actually, right now. The only one we got. Alright, I gotta get through this thing. 2, 3, 5, 4, 1. Just gonna do it the way my brain knows how for now. Oh, did I really miss a 2 there? Is that what that was? My gosh. Trolling. In there. There we go. For whatever reason, that I think is the best score we've gotten before the first jump. Too soon? Too soon. Yeah, we'll just save it. We got to get into account help. And I'm going to, now I've got like too much info and I feel like I can get a better score. So I'm going to try and then I'll be here for an hour or so. Let's just, the aura. I don't know what the aura is. Polite and talking about the game usually is typically the aura from our Discord. I don't know. Sometimes that isn't the vibe over there. I'm not gonna lie. All right, let's keep rolling. That's it. Let's do account help. And if there's time and I can still talk, maybe I'll do a couple more attempts with Storm. But I do want to like digest some of that. And the main thing I want to do today, and I could do it in training, but I'm going to see if I can get a better score with Storm, is try doing the 1 tier 3 in the light phase. I really want to try messing with that. Yeah, so we can get, work on cranking that score up. I don't know. It wasn't me, Mink. It wasn't me, man. It wasn't me. All right, let's take a look at Miguel first. Go ahead and throw up some IGNs. I'll grab a couple names. We're going to do 4 today at least, hopefully. So we'll start with Miguel. And if you guys looking for some account help, now's the time. Throw those IGNs in chat. I'll write down like 4 names. Whoopsies. And yeah, we'll see if we can get through them all. And if we can take some more when we're done with those, we'll take them. All right, what do you got going on, Miguel? 139 on the badge. Still working on the swords. Hopefully you can get rid of the 3 gems soon. It's about time. Keep working on Otherworld Battle if you're not. Just try and get as many Rune of the Unknown as you can. for the discount and then work on those swords. And then do you have cooldown here? About 6%. This could use some work. You're kind of already setting yourself up for trouble here with some problematic stuff. Crescent is more of a PvP card, and you've already got two of the like tier 2 PvE cards, the ones that aren't quite as good as like Ghost Rider, Marvel Zombies, Guardians of the Galaxy even. I think I'm missing one. Luna Snow, White Fox are all really, really good, and these guys are going to get in your way. These 3 cards. You have room for like one, so you can think about it this way. You have room for one more card. You're missing Luna Snow, one of the best attack cards in the game. You're missing White Fox, another really good attack card with a physical attack proc. You're missing Marvel Zombies, which is the best hybrid card in the game. It can be rolled incredibly well for either PvE, hybrid, or PvP, and none of those are on your set, and you have one slot, right? So that's the problem you're going to be looking at. How you deal with that is up to you. I would personally start by at least planning on taking off one of these when you get a discount and this Crescent card. Unless you're just trying to make a full PvP set of cards. But in that case, these would both have to go. So that's just where I would start. Energy attack here, cooldown, crowd control time down, and dodge blue. Got a pretty nice start on this card. 7 quality. Got 6 quality here. Yeah, so I would replace the cable card just based on the crafting alone. Let me grab a couple of these IGNs really quick so I can get the people who threw them up quick. We'll grab Jacob here. Let's grab Cynic. Nice, we'll grab Peter. And Unamas. Remind me, viewer, because that's really quick. We can do that super fast. And we'll grab this one. Nice, perfect. All right. Onward we go. So yeah, I think for me, I would look to replace these two. Make sure you use the discount if you do decide to replace any of these. This already has a good start on it. Crowd control time down is good, but you do need to watch for dodge, especially with PvE. You need like 2 cards with dodge on them at least. Minimum. And then HP is blue? Yeah, blue HP. This is nice. Good start. Wrong color, wrong color. Attack speed blue. Nice. So you've actually got some good stats to lock on these cards. You want at least 1 attack speed roll on this 5th slot. So you've got one right there. Nice. And then cooldown here. You actually have a nice balance between these 2 cards starting already. Yeah, and then I would pull this one myself personally. And I would pull this one as well. If you do keep, though, what do you got? Crit rate is good, but be careful. You don't want more than 1 or 2. I think it's 2. 2 crit rate. No, 1 crit rate, 2 crit damage, and then the last one can be, like 2, 2, and 1 or something like that. Just watch your crit rate. It's easy to get too much crit rate, and that's annoying because crit rate is easy to get, kind of, compared to some other stats like cooldown and attack speed. They need to be taken care of. And what else you got? More recovery rate. So yeah, there you go. That's what I would do. You can also like not have to hurry to do that. Just know that your focus shouldn't be on these 2 cards because you'll probably replace them, right? And so you'll want to work on like your Ghost Rider card. Work on this one. Work on getting this with a better quality. Work on, you know, rerolls here and here, maybe at the anniversary, since you need to lock like 3 stars here, I think. Yeah, you could probably get away with locking 3 there and keeping the Pierce. And then here you've got several stats to lock as well. So you may want to wait until the anniversary. There you go. Nice. You got a competition on your guy. Make sure you roll this to 55% so you get the 7-second cooldown on your competitions. That's a big one. We got rolled 40-80. Power of Angry Hulk. Good. Good. This is rough. This could use an upgrade. Whether it's like lightning damage on the obelisk and then crit rate instead of dodge. Unless her dodge is capped, but like You get in a position with this kind of stuff where you're going to be scrambling to get her dodge to make her do damage, and you'd be better off just getting her crit rate, because it's a lot easier to get crit rate than dodge early game. But yeah, that'd be good for her. What was her ISO? Good. Power Banger Hulk. Oxeye's not the best, but it works for now on an early account for sure. Careful with artifacts. I wouldn't recommend equipping them unless it's for PvP. And it's a pierce reduction artifact like this. Venom's not gaining hardly anything here. You basically just tied up 75 essence. That's all that is. Just a small tip. This is pretty bad. If you've got him, put him to work, right? So try and... what would he need? I don't know if he needs invincibility. You have to look at his kit. I'm not sure if invincibility or a heal or barrier or anything besides this energy attack proc would be better. And then he probably needs guard break immunity. So that's good. But this could be much better. And then you might have a better experience with your Spider-Man. If that was the case. A good place for like regen or an authority if you don't want to save them for... fodder, you can use one on Spider-Man. I don't know if I would personally. I think he works with a refinement too. Somebody stop me if I'm being an idiot. But with a refinement, I think there's better targets. The refinement has some like higher meta characters that it's actually decent for. So, yeah, invincibility. Yeah, guard break, invincibility. Sure. Yeah. But, Mighty Judgment, wonderful. Rolled to 200. Beautiful. You got the artifact. Looks good, man. That all looks great. Again, here with the crit rate thing, but it's just nitpicking. He'll just do better if you don't have to worry about dodge being responsible for his damage. Because, yeah, you can see you got, like, crit rate here to shore up his crit rate, but your dodge is probably low, so your damage isn't going to feel as good because you end up with a really small damage proc. And that makes a big difference. Mighty Greed on Null. Okay. Any Agent Venom? Got Agent Venom with an artifact. Then I would definitely work on getting Null finished up. I could sort by combat, or just maybe you'll tell me if you have Agent Venom in here somewhere. Maybe not. Anyhow, if you have Agent Venom's artifact, you can go that route and go with Null. If you don't have the artifact, I don't know. What else you got? Before I decide, like, to give you a tip on who to tier 4. Let's see who you actually have. Okay, so yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, working on 7, 8, and 9, huh? Oh, looks like you're doing Kang. Anyway, so there you go. That decision was easy. That was easy. Yeah, Kang. Cool. After that, you're probably going to have to look at a native tier 2 discount, I would imagine, for the anniversary. And you've got Doctor Strange you could do with that native tier 2 discount. I don't know about this at all. I'm not sure that's going to be doing a lot of good things for you. But, I don't know. Yeah, it's rolled all attack defense. I don't know. But you could do Doctor Strange or Scarlet Witch if you can get her built up. Yeah, she's coming up. So maybe you do Scarlet Witch for the native tier 2, tier 4. Go Kang and then Scarlet Witch. I say Scarlet Witch because she's just going to cover more days now than Doctor Strange with that zombie uniform. And then how are your supports doing? You got Voodoo, but you're missing Valkyrie, it looks like. And you do have Ghost Panther, which is nice. And you're probably just waiting to unlock Valkyrie, which is fine. But when you can get her, get her. And then, yeah, Shuri, Coulson, nice. And then Nick Fury is the other one you want to look for if you don't have him yet. Which tier 4? Because I would not use the discount. I would make sure to use it on a native tier 2 character. You get a bigger discount. They're just more expensive, so better characters to get. That makes sense, right? It's a percentage discount, so a more expensive character is going to save you more materials. How much time do we have? You could probably, dude, you could probably do Kang, then Gwenpool manually, and then save for the native tier 2 discount. If you wanted to do it that way. I think you could get away with that. Just make sure, if you're like, you need what, like 3 weeks before the anniversary events start to save materials if you're playing aggressively. Gotcha. Well, you've got Kang almost there. I guess he's not almost there. He's got a ways to go. But yeah, don't start characters though if you don't plan on finishing it, because you got a lot of tier 4 materials tied up here. I would finish Kang, man. Finish Kang. Don't do Gwenpool first. Kang's halfway there, right? And if you do Gwenpool first, she doesn't have like a CTP or anything, so she's not going to do much for you. And Kang, you can start using in Otherworld Battle, Team Battle Arena, everywhere. You can get him a nice obelisk. You already have one, and get him to start cooking. Whereas Gwenpool, without a CTP, will get you some better scores, but I would just do her after Kang. And since they're all in the same team, doesn't matter if you go Gwenpool Kang or Kang Gwenpool as far as your World Boss Legend Plus teams. That would be my advice. Kang's going to be more useful and you're halfway there, so get him done and then do Gwenpool. But if you wanted to do Gwenpool first because you feel like it, and then Kang, you can. I just think it's better value to do Kang first. And yeah, watch out for Nick Fury and Valkyrie if you can unlock them. Who else? Get Scarlet Witch built up. Look at getting her uniform. And then when we get closer to the anniversary, yeah, you'll have to start taking sort of inventory of what uniforms you want to pick up. And for that, I don't know, Wanda, probably Colossus. You'll have a couple. Hard for me to tell you just at a quick glance, you know, at your account, which ones to get for the anniversary, but start making a list, figure out what you need. And then, yeah, get those 2 done, save for the native tier 2 discount, either with Scarlet Witch or Doctor Strange. And then after that, yeah, I don't know, Null, and Alliance Battle would be my priorities after that. Hope that helps, Miguel. Thanks for sharing, man. We are going to jump on to the next one here. Let's go. I had a Jacob. I would check that IGN. Something tells me if I try to give you account help, it's going to go quick. You need swords. You need cards. You need characters. That was easy. All right, moving on to the next one here. Let's go. For real, though, he hit me with that IGN again. Something went wrong. It's either missing some capital letters or space or something, because that ain't doing it. That account is old. Or maybe that was it, and that is the advice for you. Get swords, get cards, and get characters. There we go. I had a feeling that wasn't the right one. I had a feeling. Nope. Try again. Maybe I got an extra space. That you? You've got a capital I at the beginning of your name. I think that's you. I want to say that's you. 177. Yeah, logged in 4 minutes ago. Let's rock and roll. All right, man. What you got going on? 177 on the badge. 4 gem swords all around. Good. 5 here, 5 here, 5 here. Nice. Keep hacking at them. That's good. That looks like you're not sleeping on your swords. You're working on them. That's good. You got 12% cooldown. Hopefully you get some breakthroughs. Save your runes and use them. The anniversary, let's, you know what? It's weird that they don't make a bigger deal out of like the actual date that the anniversary is on. In fact, Googling it. You guys are already telling me, I know. But let's get the actual date. It is April 30th, 2015 for the worldwide release of Marvel Future Fight. That is anniversary. Yeah. I know, it's got it. Yeah, 30th of April, boyos, is the actual anniversary. Events will likely start before then sometime with whatever update cycle. Yo, Doom, good luck, brother. Stay safe, man. Thanks for stopping in, dude. Ay, all that snow and stuff's crazy. Me and Chrissy were talking about sometime. We were talking about traveling again in our lives, and we were talking about maybe getting an RV sometime, or probably not renting, maybe renting one, I don't know. And then driving north to BC, going to like Vancouver Island, checking out that area, and then just driving east across Canada, man, and driving over to like Toronto or something, getting a coffee with some of you guys out that way, and then driving south across the new bridge, dude, that they just put in, right? Am I stupid? I don't know, because by the time we do this, there shouldn't be any problems getting across it. And we come across that new bridge, check that out, go to Minnesota, see the family, and then drive back west. It would just be an awesome road trip, man. That'd be so cool. But yeah. Dreams, right? Dream on, baby, dream on. Maybe someday. Good looking cards for the most part. You've got, you know, the two, I'm going to call them tier 2 cards because they're not tier 1. These are our tier 1 cards. Ghost Rider, Marvel Zombies, Guardians of the Galaxy. I don't even know if this is a tier 1 card. It just happens to have the HP proc. So good for hybrid. So this is a great set of cards. You just have to ask yourself, do you want to bring in, you know, a Ghost Rider, a Marvel Zombies, right? To replace one of these because they're technically better cards. You do have the White Fox, the Luna. It's nice. So that's up to you. These are both good cards. They're just not quite as good as those other cards. Taking a look at your blue stars. His attack's good for free to play. Crit rate's good. Just got to get that balance. Crit damage is great. Ground control time down, sure, as long as you've got your ignore defense. And hey, Miguel, one thing I didn't do, brother, was pop over to your stats on this page. Make sure you've got like around 35 to 40% ignore defense, and make sure your cooldown's capped on all your characters. My bad, I forgot to check. But yeah, you're good on ignore defense here. You should be good on cooldown between your swords, your alliance, and the 23% you have there. Max HP is low, but this is a PvE set for the most part. You do have the New Avengers number 9 in here, so this is technically a hybrid set with the and zombies in the bags. Yeah, so you're like, I would go for that hybrid set personally. And that's from a free-to-play perspective. I know things are different when you got tons of crystals and you can unlock a second slot and stuff, but if you're working off one set of cards, I really like having the HP procs, as well as much. It's basically what I'm going for is the HP procs and tons of damage. That's what I'm looking for. So getting the energy attack proc, the physical damage proc, all the attack stats on Luna, the attack stats on White Fox, and then combining that with zombies with either the double attack stats and the ignore dodge. Tons of attack on that card, and you can ignore the proc or you can go double HP procs, one attack stat, and then either use like Ghost Rider for, see, that's where the difference is. I use Ghost Rider because I like the punchy attack from Ghost Rider, but you can lean a little more towards PvP and go with like Guardians instead because it has HP on a main stat, stuff like that. That'll be up to you, but I would definitely equip zombies in here. Probably over Cable, yeah. Yeah, I didn't even have to look here. Well, Cable's got attack, dodge, attack and dodge. If you got attack here, attack speed, they're actually kind of like equivalent. You could keep whichever one fits your stats better, like whichever one, and also watch your stats when you swap them out, right? You want to make sure you don't brick your cooldown or something like that, but they're pretty similar as far as crafted stats. So yeah, up to you. And then here we've got lightning resist crit damage blue, it looks like, which is nice, but that's it. Just good luck with that one. Looking at the roster, what do we got going on here? We got Kang with a 6-star artifact, a mighty conquest, and a juicy build. Let's go. Looks good. Mighty CTP of competition rolled proper. Me personally, Arif, probably just attack stats. But I don't know. I'm sort of, with how strong the hybrid set has become, like the hybrid set, I'm not sure I'm in a hurry to get 2 card sets. It doesn't seem like a good idea for a free-to-play player because we're able to make a card set that's so good for PvP and PvE, right? So for me, probably just not going to go down that road. Your builds look good. I'm not thinking we're going to find a lot of blunders at all. Probably just be more about who to tier 4, eh? You have Madeline Pryor. What's the... Yeah. Excuse me. 7 seconds. Yeah. Your builds look great. 7 seconds. Looking good. Mummy Miles. Nice. I was going to say Sentry. You know, I got my eyes on Sentry. Congrats in advance on the tier 4. Get the Mighty Greed there as well. Not sure if you're just like... It looks like you're kind of playing catch up a little bit. Pretty aggressively. And I'm only saying that because of the number of tier 4s you have and the amount of good uniforms that you have, right? So it's like you've gotten all the meta uniforms, but unless you spend heavy money, you're gated by tier 4 materials always, right? Because you can buy them, but very expensive to buy tier 4. So yeah, it looks like Sentry next, completes a team, gives you 4/4 World Boss Legend Plus clears. You've got a lot of PvP characters waiting. Speed Villain, Speed Hero, got your Wanda, Loki, Misto. You need, you're missing like the Ares Hulk days, right? That's who's missing. Any plans for those? Yeah, in Otherworld Battle. Okay, so you like PvP, huh? Okay, no, so you're just trying to do everything. Yeah. Sentry and Null are going to be huge value. And then after that, got an artifact on him. I mean, so here's the thing. These are the strongest characters, right? But they get banned all the time. So it's hard to tell you who's going to give you the most value. And you said native tier 1, didn't you? For Otherworld Battle, that's a tough call. 6-star artifact on Spider-Man. Dang, that's nice. No CTP. Greed at a 3-star. That's a really tough call. Really tough call. Okay, so your native tier 1 options, right, are like, from what you have, without digging too deep. There's Ares. There he is. He's coming up. Carnage, Spider-Man, Magic. Did I miss? There's one more, right? Who did I miss? Spider-Man. I said that. Carnage. I said that. Magic. I said that. And that's kind of it. So, Carnage has no CTP and no artifact. Magic has a artifact that's going to get her in trouble because she's not going to stay immortal very long and she's going to die. And then your Spider-Man has this delicious 6-star artifact, but no CTP. So with the builds they currently have, Magic is the best, I think. Yeah. However, Magic is not as good as Carnage, in my opinion. I think she's better than Spider-Man with equivalent builds. If she had a 6-star artifact, right, and they both had a CTP, I would say Magic is better. Without a build, Carnage is like out. Without an artifact, you do not want to build Carnage. So it's like between these two. And you've got no CTP on him, so Magic is probably your best bet. I'm just mad at Magic right now. I'm not really. She just has limitations, major limitations. So, yeah. But so does Spider-Man. You know what I mean? Even with a 6-star artifact. Yeah, if you can give me... I'm sort of going back and forth on these two because the 6-star artifact matters. This is a lot of dodge, which means your Spider-Man is in the state in which he actually would have a chance to possibly survive. Yeah, you need... Oh, yeah, that'd be the ticket, huh? Yeah, you need Agent Venom, too. Do you have Agent Venom without me going and digging and looking? Yeah, what's your Agent Venom artifact looking like? Yeah, I don't know if we got you down yet. I think I might have. Not sure. Anyhow, yeah, one of those two, and with their current builds, probably Magic. Just because he doesn't have a CTP. If you can give him one, then yeah. Not looking to tier 4 anymore ABL characters right now. Gotcha. So yeah, probably Magic would be a good bet. And yeah, you've got Sentry ready. Yeah, you're just gonna have to be making minor decisions between these really meta characters. Because you've got most of the PvP meta here. You just have... Yeah, true. Especially with an artifact, I feel like it's not going to make that much of a difference, but it's like that little bit of extra juice for Black Widow that I need. Because if she could just dodge a touch more and stay alive in Otherworld battle, man, it'd be good. Anyhow, any more questions? I think that's pretty good. The native tier 2, tier 4, easily just do like Wolverine. Especially if you're focused on PvP. And it sounds like you have a plan, Jacob, if I'm not mistaken. Looks like you've kind of got a plan for what. What INL just said, that's part of why I was hesitating. Because, like, with this many strong native tier 3 and native tier 2 characters, it's kind of suspect to build these guys anyway. The only reason you would really want them is to dodge bans, and I think Carnage is the best for that. You don't have an artifact or a CTP. But here you have a 4-star artifact, a CTP, and then, yeah. So, I don't know. Here you have a CTP. No artifact, though. So, things to consider. You'll figure it out. I'll put you at the bottom of the list, man, but we've already got some names now, so we'll see if we get to you. Hasselvam? I mean, I don't know. Is the J just like silent, or is it J your first initial? Because I'll just call you J. But be careful, not if you spam. Then everyone will just ignore you. Da-da-da-da. Yeah, exactly, right. Trying to figure out exactly who to tier 4. Yeah, what? A native tier 1. Well, you finish Sensory, a native tier 1. Yeah, and then line up the native tier 2. Yeah, so you're probably right in there. In that pocket. Similar to what I'm doing. Trying to get in one more native tier 1. All right, man. Hopefully that helps. We are going to move on to the next one here. So hopefully we can get through a couple. There we go. I'm going to mess on my notes. All right, Cynic. Where are you at? What are you at? I see you around. You on the friends list? Or on, like, the friends list? Don't know. Feel like it might find you because this game's a pain. Yeah, in here I just scrolled past you. There you are. I was like, what, man? 225 on the badge. All right. Nice, dude. 2 6 gems. Lovely. And then the rest are 5. Which one are you pushing for next? What do your runes look like? Boop, boom. Yeah. All you do is what you do. You keep grinding Otherworld battle, convert your runes off of these ones, save up for one in particular is all I can suggest is like push on one sword. You don't even really need to. I just do that because like it makes me feel better about the whole system and save up runes. I wouldn't like convert runes from swords I still need. I'm just saying I convert like mine are blue and pink that are done, blue and purple. So I convert those to red currently because I'm targeting a red sword. You shouldn't target one specifically necessarily because yours are all 5. I have some that are 4 and some that are 5, so still targeting specific ones. Whoa, wait, whoa. What about the cards? All right, let's see here. I'm going to try and go through this kind of quickish. You have a lot of stuff, so it's going to take a minute. But let's see here. This is the PvE set, right? First. Yeah. And then PvP. Yeah. Okay, take a look. Your defense is probably good, and cooldown's probably good for you. It doesn't look like, you know, you're struggling with those kind of things. Attack is nice and high, 72, 62. Heavily weighted towards energy, but that seems to be the case for most people. I think Luna Snow contributes to that a lot. Nice stats. Crit damage at 51. Crit rate might be a touch low, but screw crit rate. It deserves it. 22% on the dodge is pretty nice as well. Looking pretty good for the PvE. Yeah. Some resist still here. But with the, yeah, you're what? Looking for HP and... yeah, you don't really need them for PvE set. These two stats, as long as you have enough ignore defense, they're kind of meh. The HP, although I will say they did increase the damage of world boss attacks pretty significantly. So HP might be more of an issue, like more impactful for a PvE set than it was in the past. This one, yeah, you're looking for what? Let me see, Marvel Zombies, I'm assuming. Going with zombies here. It's either that or Guardians, right? Maybe Guardians. I don't know. Both. Yeah, because the attacks hit hard now, man. Like, super hard. So that's just something you could work on in the future. Yeah, the top of this one's a little rough, but the bottom looks good. That's going to be a theme here. I can already tell from your total stats. Nice, yeah. The bottom looks good. You got your proc. That's better. There we go. Oh, my goodness. I'm going to lose my voice. All attack, cooldown crit. Yeah, and then the top's bad. Same thing. Crit damage, all attack, ignore defense, and then mind resist. Instead of HP, mind resist, no HP. Dodge, crowd control, all basic defense. Attack speed, energy, attack. That one needs stars. I wasn't even paying attention. So energy attack is green. Yeah, we're locking what? Yeah, at least you can lock dodge, crowd control, and attack speed. That's nice. Crowd control, mind resist, flame resist, movement speed, poison resist. This one, I don't know. This is tough. You probably want to keep the Pierce for now, but that's one you'll probably come back to. Gotcha. Yeah. Here, what? Crowd control time. Let's see. I didn't even... yeah, this set needs... I'm sure it needs work because it's the second one you started, I'm guessing, and it's just a ways behind. I don't particularly like this card, but I'm just saying that because everyone else does. I'd have to break the stats down. It's just because all attack isn't a main stat. So there's better cards than this one, but up to you. You got 7 quality and 6 blue stars. Granted, the blue stars here aren't great. You're missing HP. These are not great. Yeah, so you may want to just rotate this whole card out. Yeah, Doom, a little bit, eh? It happens, man. It makes for hard work. Either that or it's going to drain your bank account. Yeah, energy attack there. Lot of work to do on this set, for sure. This here. I wouldn't even, like, I see, yeah, you're trying to work on 2 sets at the same time, and you can tell. You really kind of want to finish this up. Just polish up your 1 set first, get it done, and then move on to the second one afterwards. Second set is very much a luxury. It's especially in the world of the hybrid set, right? In the PvP one, if you're looking for the optimal set, you need Marvel Zombies in here. So you'd want to replace this with Marvel Zombies, definitely. And then that's the set, to my knowledge, as far as I know. New Avengers number 9, Guardians, Marvel Zombies, Luna Snow, and Crescent. Makes for a fantastic PvP set. So yeah, I would watch out for the Marvel Zombies card there. That's the other thing. Yeah, and I got to move on because I like to talk and it's a problem. But yeah, that right there represents why it's kind of a good time to only go with 1 set if you're thinking, well, maybe I'll unlock a second set. Not bad to have 2, but just look at the overlap. Look at the overlap in cards. Luna Snow, both sets. Marvel Zombies, both sets. You can put Guardians of the Galaxy on both sets. So there's just a lot of crossover between the two. The difference between a PvP set and a PvE set right now is legit just like using Crescent instead of White Fox. And then like maybe one other nuance change, right? So, well, not from the full PvE set, I guess, because yeah, you wouldn't have New Avengers number 9 with the P proc in here. You get the point. You're doing good, man. No, not a big mistake. I mean, yeah, you're fine. It's not trying to rub it in. Working on this first is a good idea for sure. You're doing good. And then, yeah, worrying about this afterward. Yeah, Marvel Zombies. Don't want to watch for. And then I'm guessing your builds are going to be in pretty good shape. You could roll a better bottom proc here. No, 80 is the top for Mighty. So never mind. This is good. That's good. A minor thing again. You could flop those, but it's expensive and ugh. 7-second cooldown. Good, good. What do we got here? 95 on the Brilly. Look at you. 90-95, man. Woo! Yeah, are people like locking in the Galactus card for the PvE set now? Is that a thing? Last time I checked, it was still sort of a toss-up. I don't know. Maybe just for like really advanced accounts or something. I don't know. Yeah, you're going to have to get it first, huh? Nice. Yeah, your builds look good. Really good. Woo! Let's see. 4-star Artie, no CTP. 3-star Artie, no CTP. Yeah, for advanced accounts, right? Because it's all about instinct stats. It's all about tier 4s and instinct stats with that card. Huh. You have tier 4'd a lot of characters, my friend. You have tier 4'd most of the meta. You've got some good options here for sure. You got like Nick Fury for support for World Boss Legend pushing if you wanted him. You've got a couple PvP characters lingering down here that you could tier 4. You could tier 4 Cyclops. Cyclaperton. Similar thing, just for support for World Boss Legend Plus if you're into it. Certainly not necessary. What else you got down here? I'm sure you have Mummy Miles tier 4, so you like don't even need Bullseye at the moment. Huh. Yeah. Man, you're cooking. Morning, honey. Yeah, those are some good options for what you have before the anniversary to pick up more uniforms. You could I saw a couple characters that could maybe use a uniform and be useful to your account, maybe. Then again, I'd have to check overlaps. So it's looking like maybe Nick Fury or Cyclops would be a good idea. And then yeah, you've got like some minor PvP characters you could tier 4. You could go for Deadpool. Give him a build, give him a CTP if you could find one for him. Same thing goes for Spider-Man. He's low tier, but that's where you're at. He can be helpful. I don't know how helpful, honestly. You have a lot of stuff. So I personally would probably tier 4 Nick Fury or Cyclops before I would tier 4 Spider-Man currently. And I would definitely tier 4 Deadpool with a 4-star artifact before I would Spider-Man. That's just me. And yeah, everything else is kind of luxury. Or I'm missing something big, maybe. Which one's that, Arif? Oh, yeah. I would say must is like, yeah. A strong choice of words for that P card. Must. Certainly not the word I would use, but hey, I'm the free-to-play guy. What would I know? Bullseye tier 4 is nice. Does he score more than Miles? Yeah, with a mighty competition? I don't know. I don't have either, so I wouldn't know between those two. Yeah, they're the exact same restrictions, right? So, Bullseye better in ABX? Yeah, in ABX he's a little better, or maybe significantly better. So there is that. That looks like me if I was a real a-hole that killed people. And he needs a little more bridge to his nose. And I gotta shave my head bald, but we could do Bullseye cosplay. We could do Bullseye cosplay. All I got to do is grow up so I can grow a beard, right? Because we got to fill in down here, and I can't do that unless I hit puberty, and we're still waiting. RNG, right? But yeah, dude, we just do the strip along the bottom, grow out the mustache a little bit so it comes out the sides, and then bick the head. We're good, man. He's even got the dark eyes, dark eye sockets. Beast, do a beast cut. Bro, if I can find, okay, I know. Have you seen The Pick of Destiny? Tenacious D and The Pick of Destiny. Have you seen this movie? Have you heard of this? Have you seen this? Anyways, brother, sorry to derail off your account help. Your roster's looking good, bro. Those, I think I said most of what I would do here. INL says Bullseye is better than ABX upgrade, so that's something to consider. I'm saying INL says because I don't have any. I don't know. I don't have either of them. And then I like Deadpool with an artifact is a good tier 4 in my opinion because I like PvP. And then I like World Boss Legends support out of these two. And I think those are decent options. And in what order you do them, I'm not sure. Anyways, it's a good movie if you like silly, I don't know, like I like music. So for me, that movie's really funny. It hits hard for me. But great soundtrack too. Jack Black, dude, there's a scene without spoiling anything where he does end up in a baby Sasquatch costume. And if you guys can find me a baby Sasquatch costume like the one Jack Black wears in that movie, I will dye it blue. And I will do a Beast cosplay if you guys send me the suit. It doesn't even have to be the right color. Just got to send me a full body Sam Squanch suit and we will do the Beast cosplay. No problem. Hopefully that helps. Yeah. Hopefully we got some tips. I know I got kind of silly there, but hopefully that helps, man. We're going to move on to the next one here. Let's check out what Peter has going on. Man, that's a good movie. You like stupid stuff. Gore, yeah, dude, for real. Peter Weller. We're not getting there. What's happening? What's happening? Who the heck is that? Bugging me. It's the guy who played RoboCop. I was like, I know that's an actor. What was he in, man? I couldn't remember who Peter Weller was. That is the gentleman who played the original RoboCop. Well, if this person is here, this IGN is not working. So check for capital letters, spaces. Maybe I missed a letter copying it. But yeah, that ain't working. So we'll move on to the next one for now. And if you hit me back, we'll double back on that. But for now, let's take a look at Acromati. What's going on here? What do you got? What do you have? What is it? What it is? 252 on the badge. Something like that. I think I'd make a better Beast or a Bullseye, but hey, that's just me. Alex is the Gore, man. Videos of the card? Oh, like on its value? I think that's gonna be tough. I'm just going off of the people I've asked, like in Discord mostly. Did Beast do a video on it? Yeah, you can check that out. Yeah, keep grinding on the swords. You should be breaking down these last few barriers and getting into some 6-gem swords here soon with 252 on the badge. That's an assumption on my part because the badge is based on your hero progress and you can buy that. So for all I know, this account is 3 weeks old. Doubt it. But, well, 3 months, let's say. 3 weeks. I don't even think with money you can get that far. But anyways, hopefully you can get some 5 and 6 gem swords here where you still need the upgrades. Don't sleep on Otherworld Battle. Looking at the cards. Space between Peter and Weller. Gotcha. We'll get you after this one, buddy. There we go. Nice. Looking at the cards. What do we got? Do this first. Cooldown. I think you had some on your swords, so just make sure you're good on cooldown. Don't be like me and be 2% below cooldown cap on all your characters. Don't do it, man. Crit damage looks great. Attack speed's a little high. Crit rate is good. Dodge is good. All attack is good. Oh. Well. I don't know, man. The only things you'd want to do, I mean, I could look through these, but I got a mind for what you got just from looking at that. We're getting better at this. Yeah. Attack speed, energy attack here. Crit damage. You do have cold resist here, so you could get another. They're just like behemoths of cards. Neither of them represented here. This is a great card set, but this is the card set from like, you know, a year ago, 2 years ago or whatever. This would have been the PvE card set, and now things are a little different. Up to you whether or not you replace these guys. But yeah, I think that is correct, that Ghost Rider and Marvel Zombies would be the replacements for these two, regardless if you're making a hybrid or a PvE set. You're going full PvE, maybe just don't, and you have like no interest in PvP stats, you could just roll the Marvel Zombies card for straight PvE. You can skip the HP proc and roll double attack on it on the bottom, and then attack stats on it. It's really good. But again, this is a great set of cards, so it's really just up to you whether you want to do that or not. Yeah, your stats look good. All of these, I'm not going to like read through every one. I'm going to kind of save my breath. There are minor changes that you could make to some of these. Some of these more major changes, but they're mostly based around getting HP and like crowd control time down and things that are more for PvP, because your overall stats look pretty damn good, man. But yeah, that's all there is. Watch for Ghost Rider and Marvel Zombies and then decide if you want to go down that road, man. That's all there is to it. 80%, looking good. Nice. Energy attack and HP OBs. Hawkeye here is a little rough. I don't know what kind of funds you have to like re-roll this on the next discount, but I think Power of Angry Hulk could be better. I think it's just based on the stats you get here, right? I wonder, is there a set? I don't think so. None of the attack sets give you HP. No, because we would know that, and everyone would always roll overdrive if it gives you HP, but it does not. So I don't know how much it really matters, actually. Here you get dodge and the cooldown duration. Here you get ignore defense and like crit rate. It just really doesn't matter, does it? Yeah. Yeah. Weird. Yeah, exactly. I know, got it. That's just what I was thinking. So overdrive is like what I need. No, you're good. I think it really doesn't matter for you, actually. Yeah, because you have all of those stats in such abundance that it's really just the attack proc that you're going for there. I am pretty sure, yeah, you're getting your cooldowns correct and what have you. We'll double check. Yup. You look good. You look good. Got Sentry on the horizon with a greed to work, but it's not what people say is best, but it does work. Punchy, for sure. It can be scary, honestly. He's looking like she would love a CTP in a tier 4. So what do you need? You're missing speed villain type stuff. You don't have Mummy Miles or Bullseye. Those are sort of options for that, or Gwenpool. Those are kind of our options, for speed villain. Mummy Miles, Bullseye, and Gwenpool. Whichever one of those works for you, or none if you don't want them, but this is what's missing up here. And then you have Hulk. Remember, HP for Hulk. HP Mini Rage is what's up if you are using him. What's up, Yatendra? What's going on? Thanks for coming by the stream. Yeah, this uniform's so brown. Yeah. Been playing for a while or returned. Or regular patients, yeah. Right. I would tier 4 this dude soon. Maybe do... do you have anyone started here? Yeah, Luna's got her gear started. But you probably stopped here because you realized that Luna Snow Lifestyle Series 1 wasn't the play for you, is my guess. Because I doubt that it is. Very, very, very much. Nentry, not Snow. Did I say no? No. Sentry. You need the uniform too, though. So, I don't even know. Like, I think you probably want to try and do a native tier 1. Hey, thanks so much. I'm really glad they help you. Really hoping to get you guys some more videos here soon. Get over this hump. You got like Ghost Rider here would be an exceptional tier 4 option for a native tier 1. Probably the option. Ghost Rider would be really nice. So you could go for Ghost Rider. I'm thinking about your like order of operations here. We've got the native tier 2, tier 4 discount coming. So you'll probably want to line that up for someone like Wolverine or maybe Silver Surfer. Depends on who you have, right? But I'm thinking about that. So you can kind of either go, you want to wait for the anniversary for this uniform. So you can chill here. Yeah, I think I would go for Ghost Rider now and then save for Wolverine for the anniversary. Nentry, Snow, Cathisto, and Mang. Ming. Yeah. And that looks pretty good, dude. Don't forget about her. She's not like the best, but she is native tier 1. You do. Wait, is this the new uniform? This is the old uni. Never mind. Sorry, my bad. This is the old uniform. Not her newest one. And her newest one, she looks like a scarecrow. I forgot. Yeah, so that kind of makes things even easier for you. And then you're going to have to just come up with a list of unis that you need for the anniversary, eh? That's what you really need. You're like the opposite thing here, where you have a ton of characters built up, ready for tier 4s. They need uniforms. So yeah, there you go, buddy. Anything else for you? Yeah, Mang for real. What up, Pipes? Oh, I can't do it. My comedy brain can't hit it, bro. What did that stupid thing say? Check out the girl in voice chat. Right, Grimy Pipes? Let me know if you got any other specific questions for that one, and I will answer them. But as far as I know, that's pretty close to it. Cards. And yeah, we're almost there, dude. We might actually get to you today, so hang in there. Yeah, Jay, that's what I cited. Hang in there, Jay. We'll get to you, I think. Yeah, dude, bleh. No. No one must get Luna. Although, if you are spending, Luna's still cracked. But you'd have to get her on with one of those stupid tokens. Boo. I mean, there's that update on the new account guide, Maverick. What's up, Maverick? Thanks for stopping by, dude. You can check that out. Update number 2 for the new account guide. It's just kind of got some of the Alliance battle meta in it. It's got some of the, like, a lot of uniform suggestions. So maybe you'll find something there. Hard to give you just like, you know, like Mephisto is amazing. So definitely build that guy. But yeah. All right, man. We're going to move on to the next one here. What happened? What did we do? Got some capital letters in here I don't know about. Nope. I don't know, man. Let's try number 2. You type it out. Maybe there's a space in here too. Is Weller spelled wrong? No? No. Aha! Is that you? I think that's you. What's up, Niso? Yeah, I think we got it. We got her. We got it. 182 on the badge. Don't sleep on your swords. This is either really bad RNG or get up in there, brother. Because, yeah. Could be RNG. You've only got one 3-gem sword here. The rest are at 4. Yo, thanks so much, brother. Appreciate it, man. Greatly appreciated. Thanks so much for the super chat, bro. Awesome. And yeah, If that doesn't help you, hang out. Come chill with us. We be talking every day about the meta. Yeah, so keep doing your Otherworld battle. Make sure you clear out those challenges and stuff. Zombies! Someday you will be mine. Okay, well, we're just going to kind of ignore card deck number 2 for now. Card deck number 1's looking pretty good. However, you're into the hybrid end of things. Yeah, I know, we can do it. And we never get a chance to do this, so... Did I do it? Did it work? Yeah. And then we can do this, too. Never get to do. Will it let me do? No. Weird. Can I use? No, I can't use an emote. Rude. That's brutal. Chat. How dare you? Card control time's good. Not so good in here. This is rough. Yeah, crowd control time's your only stat to lock here, and let's keep that in mind because we're going to talk about this card. What do we got on Marvel Zombies? Poison resist, flame resist, cold resist. That one's a work in progress. There we go. 7 quality here. Energy attack, cooldown green, basic defense, fizz defense, energy defense, dodge. This is kind of wild. But your ignore defense is pretty good, man, and so is your cooldown, so this is fine, right? Don't need the defense. The HP is the only thing. HP would be significantly better than the energy defense here. Other than that, this is a good looking card, especially for the hybrid type scenario or a PvP set. Got the ignore defense stat here, which is nice. You could lock that one up. And then we got max HP, fizz defense, and cooldown duration on this fellow. Okay. So, you're suffering from the problem we talk about all the time, which is these tier 2 cards that just aren't the top of the premium card meta right now. They are good PvE cards, but they aren't the best. You would be better off with Luna Snow and Ghost Rider. Just easily. Luna Snow and Ghost Rider, I'm pretty sure, are the ones you want here. And honestly, Luna Snow and Ghost Rider are so good, you could probably just justify replacing both of these cards. Try and make it like concise here. I would replace both of these cards. This card is giving you very little to no benefits on the crafted stats, so I would likely look to replace this one first. It is giving you 3 pierce damage, so maybe whatever card you get to replace it, whether it's Ghost Rider or Luna Snow, craft it up in your bags to see if you can get 3% pierce, and then replace this with one of those. And then I would also replace this. But when you replace this card, if you choose to replace this card, keep in mind you will lose crit damage, which is the wrong color, so you would have had to roll it anyways, but you will lose this cooldown. Just stuff you got to keep in mind. And you'll also lose a blue HP stat here. Some ignore defense, just keep a track of what you'll lose. But I would bring those 2 cards in. Because, yeah, they're very good. Significantly better. And especially here, you're not going to lose anything really bringing it in. So keep that in mind. And then while you wait, since you probably don't have those cards just sitting in your bags, while you wait, make sure you focus any rerolls you do or any effort you put into your cards into these guys that you'll probably keep forever. Marvel Zombies is a fantastic card. You've got all basic attack blue here. Awesome. I would probably look to work on this card. Nothing else to lock here, so it's just 1 stat, lock it, roll the rest. And then you've got like Guardians, is same thing. 1 stat to lock, roll the rest. And you can even gain Pierce here. So a lot of work you could do without putting any more investment into these cards, and then just replace them when the time is right. I gotta stop myself. I could talk about cards, man. They're so complex. You could sit there and talk about any given card set for so long if you wanted to. Oh boy. This needs to be re-rolled when you can, when you get some extra boost obelisks. You really want to get this closer to 150 up top. This is really low. This just needs to be re-rolled. You need the ambush proc on the top, and you need closer to or 150 speed universal listed first. If you end up with like 150 and speed universal as the second proc, it's okay, but would be better. That could use a re-roll. This, you got a Mighty Greed here, yeah. Same thing. Except you've got the ambush proc, but it's really important that you re-roll this to get 150 150 is perfect, and that's really what you want. You want speed universal on top with 150. And then the ambush proc with whatever quality ambush proc you get. It goes with that. And dang, this one's so close. But this one, you actually would prefer combat blast. No, I'm sorry. Speed universal up top for Wolverine. It's magic that you want combat blast up top. Speed universal is good. 150 is good, but you got the all basic attack. So this one, you need the ambush proc. So unfortunately, this one's good on the bottom. This is perfect, but you need ambush up top. And then we got Liberation on Weapon Hex. Interesting tier 4 choice. Rage on Cap. Refinement here. Okay, with Hulk, his attack power scales off of HP and not off of physical attack. Like, it straight up does not give him attack at all. His moves, the damage is based off HP. So, couple things. Reroll his ISO set to Power of Angry Hulk because he actually does get... You can reroll it for some defensive sets as well because they're both good. You just want to make sure he's either getting HP and... yeah, Power of Angry Hulk's the best. For some reason, he gets the attack buff from Power of Angry Hulk, and it counts for whatever reason. That is the one place like an attack proc is actually good. So get him the Power of Angry Hulk roll. Make sure you get HP instead of all basic defense on all of these. This is good for anyone building Hulk. Tune in. You want all of these to have HP instead of the other stats on the bottom. Doesn't matter what's on top really, and the attack doesn't help. So you can go for crit damage, HP, whatever stats you need if you're not capped. Get those all rolled to HP, and then beneficial stats. Make sure you get 2 mythic HP Uru on each of his gears. And yeah, once you do that, watch your damage increase by like 30%, 40%. I don't know, but a ton. It'll give you a bunch of juice. And then, yeah, when you can finish awakening these, getting Power of Angry Hulk at stage 12, with all those changes, you'll notice a massive. Good advice for everybody with these ISO sets when you can. Don't sleep on maxing out these ISO. You may be in a place on your account where you don't have what you need to do that right now, but when you can, it's a big help. Dodge rate mini rage works, but just make sure he has dodge if you're going to use dodge rate. Easier to go with crit. CTP of Destruction is not going to work for Loki very well. You can use a proc for him in like World Boss, but when you're trying to do Alliance Battle, this ain't going to do it. So you're going to want to make sure you find a Rage for him eventually. And then I'll just point this out because I seen it. Do not equip exclusive artifacts for to characters that aren't for that character. This was a 5-star artifact reroll that you can't get back without spending crystal. It's not doing anything for Loki that matters. And then Thor, lightning damage would be good, but this is great. Crit damage, crit rate, 1/1. And just peeking at what you got. Yeah, be careful with the artifacts. Another 5-star here. And I mean, I don't know. That's a tough one. This is not a good place for this CTP just because he doesn't have an artifact. So your Deadpool doesn't have his immortality effect. So this would be much better served somewhere else. I'm thinking like he would like it a lot. One of these guys would love it. But a Mighty Greed is good. But yeah, it would be better served on like your Silver Surfer. And then as far as tier 4s go, you have a lot of uniforms and a lot of options. You're like spreading your builds out. It's okay. You have a lot of characters to 80 and not a lot of tier 4s. So I would be focusing on where you can get tier 4 mats. Make sure you're getting Otherworld Battle Shop tokens, Zombie Survival ranking every week to get tier 4 tokens, Alliance tokens, be doing your supports and stuff like that. Even participate in Conquest so you can get more tier 4 mats to try and get some of these characters advanced, because he's a authority from a decent build, and then he's a great character. And yeah, your ISO are strange. I mean, it's a bit weird what's going on. It's not that bad. You just gotta like, seems like just focus in on some characters. So Yeah, and then an energy on Storm is not good either. She really needs a rage or a competition, something without a single skill damage proc. So you're going to want to remove this at some point, most likely. Her. And she's a great tier 4. You've got so many good tier 4s, my friend, which is great. So I'm going to just do this. Native tier 1 tier 4s you really should consider. Storm. Ghost Rider. Far below them, Gwenpool. Without an artifact, don't do it. Without an artifact, don't do it. Yeah, those are the big ones. For native tier 1s, I would focus on those 3 first. Yeah, I would focus on those 3 first. And then for native tier 2s, I would say your best bets. It's a tough call. I'm looking at the builds. You have Scarlet Witch built up? No, so Scarlet Witch is down here somewhere too. And you may not have unlocked her yet. There she is. You might want to consider building her up for the zombie uniform and the tier 2 discount, tier 4 discount for a native tier 2 on the anniversary. But Scarlet Witch with the zombie uniform is a huge part of PvE right now. So for native tier 2s, she's a big one. And then also you've got Thanos has a decent build. He's just not great right now, but he has a good build. Mighty Authority, 4-star artifact. Pretty decent. You could consider him for a tier 2. You need a Mighty Authority here for him to really do much, but he's another good native tier 2, tier 4. And then with Adam, without a Mighty Greed and the artifact, I wouldn't prioritize him over like Silver Surfer. And then for native tier 3s, you've got a uniform there and a uniform here. So these two should be prioritized. And me personally, oof. And I would definitely lean him into PvE, not PvP. And I would steal this and I would give it to my Kang. That's what I would do. I would steal this and I would look for a rage or a competition for Mephisto instead. Shoot, I would even just find him a flame damage, crit rate mini rage or something. Because Kang would love that CTP. So wait for a discount. Don't unequip anything for crystals without a discount. There's no hurry. But yeah, I think that's a good play. And then Kang with that conquest would be amazing. It's really easy to get his artifact too. Hopefully that wasn't too confusing and it helps. That was a lot of tips. You guys can always back these up. I know I ramble and I get tired and roster blind and I start to kind of drift. Hopefully we got you some help there, my friend. I'm going to move on to the last one we've got here today. We did good. We got some account help done. Mr. Majestic. Nice. Glad to hear it, man. Glad to hear it. Thanks for sharing. All right, dude. What you got, Jay? You got 161 on the badge. You got... Need some work on your swords. You've got swords. You've been working on them. This is one of those cases where this could just be RNG, but make sure you're clearing out all the challenges every season in Otherworld battle and trying to get as many runes of the unknown as mementos as possible. 16% cooldown is very high, which is good for early accounts. You can lean into that. Eventually you'll want to change it, but for now that's great. Just don't sleep on improving them where you can. Dude, what a cool card. Like, the artwork on this card is really cool. Spacesuit Strange. Looking at this card set, the first things that jump out to me are you have one PvE card, one hybrid card, and 2 PvP cards, one of which is good and one of which is bad. Boom. Who's spamming? Where's the spam? Who's got the spam? What's the spam? Be spamming. I'll get you. I'll get you. Is somebody moderating? I don't know. Or maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I have this person like blocked and I can't see what they're saying. But if that was the case, they wouldn't be able to chat. So anyhow, stats here are rough. All basic attack is good, but it is red. Blue crowd control time is good, but it is 1 stat. And then also I would replace this card. Yeah, asking a few times is fine. However, for people that are asking, I appreciate you not spamming, and this is going to be the last one for today. I can only do like 4 to 6 of these in a day before my voice just goes, oh, Nyack? What? I'm guessing it's you, Bam. I'm guessing it's you, homie. This one I would replace with, if you're looking at PvE, if it's a PvE set you're after, you want to look for cards like Ghost Rider, Marvel Zombies, Guardians of the Galaxy. If it's a hybrid set you're going for, look for Ghost Rider, Marvel Zombies, New Avengers #9, and potentially Guardians of the Galaxy, depending on what you want. If it's a PvP set you're after, it's going to be Marvel Zombies, New Avengers #9, and keep the Crescent card. However, if you're going for hybrid or PvE, PvE does not want this card, but a hybrid set can use it. Just keep in mind it's heavily weighted towards PvP. I don't like it in a hybrid set. You can use it. I feel like once you have White Fox, you might as well just have a PvP set. But if you're going for the hybrid set, replace. Okay, so you're going for the hybrid set. Watch for those cards. Put the first one here, right? Replace this Doctor Strange card with your last P card. Ghost Rider, Marvel Zombies, whatever it is. Replace this one next. Pull it off on a discount. Replace it with one of those good cards I listed. And then last, make a decision about Crescent. Leave her in the state she's in. Don't craft this card anymore because there's plenty of work you can do on the other cards that you know you're going to keep long term. And then make a decision once you need to either replace this or not to replace it when you get to cross that bridge when you get to it, right? Because equipping your final P card and replacing Black Widow are easier decisions that you should definitely do first. So yeah, there you go. Watch out for those big PvE hitters with the procs. If you're going for the full hybrid set, Crescent doesn't really live there. New Avengers #9 usually does because of the HP procs, so yeah, up to you. And then yeah, INL's always got the advice in chat. I don't know what you're doing over here, but that is, you're on the wrong side and you're early. You're just wishing we were stopping, but we ain't done just yet. All right, let's see what's going on in your roster. Speed Universal with the ambush. This looks good. Careful with the artifacts unless they're pierce reduction. This is deceiving. Like, you would think dodge rate would be good, but this is giving him so little dodge that it's basically just robbing you of 75 essence. Essentially. 70 on the bottom here, so this could be rerolled to be quite a bit better. You can get this to 80% damage reduction, which is really nice. I think this is the highest Clash proc. But the way I understand it is the bottom roll on a Conquest being higher is better than a slightly higher Clash proc, I think. Nice, you got the 7-second cooldown there. Overdrive, power, Oxeye, good. Looking good. Same thing with the artifact here. 0.9 per 1, beautiful. Got here 1 per 1 crit. Bad stats on top, but at least you got the mini rage. 1 per 1 with the crit. 200 energy, nice. And then nothing. Okay, 0.8 per 1 dodge. For you, my friend, yeah, you're going to be looking at big old native tier 1s that you're missing still. You need Ghost Rider. Kid Loki would be a great one to have. You could cover some speed days, speed heroes. So either Gamora, who I see you have built up with a mighty energy. She could potentially be good for you if you're not a Luna enjoyer, which it looks like you are not. Kid Loki is particularly strong with his newest uniform, so I would really be eyeballing getting him to tier 4. You do have the 4-star artifact here as well. Yeah, these would both be really nice picks. 4 is still strong. I wouldn't sleep on tier 4ing him. If it fits into what you're doing. And then yeah, Gamora from what you have as a speed type would be helpful. There's plenty of other characters you could build up. It looks like you're missing Scarlet Witch. No Wolverine. Yeah, I also am a Gamora enjoyer. We're looking at still maybe even tier 4ing her. And she's like at the bottom end of her value for me. So good character. However, do keep in mind that a CTP of energy probably isn't going to produce crazy scores in Alliance Battle, particularly Alliance Battle Legend. I think you're going to benefit a lot from a CTP of Rage, but hey, especially if you're free to play, we work with what we got, man. We work with what we got. And then, yeah, after that, you know, working through the ones you have uniforms for that are almost, you know, that are level 80, kind of ready for tier 4s. You know, you got Mephisto still needs a build, Kang eventually, and then that native tier 2, tier 4 discount for the anniversary. Make sure you're watching out for that. Might be a good time to get Wanda if you can line it up. Might be a good time to tier 4 her. She covers so much Alliance Battle. She's good. She's strong. And you do have her unlocked, so that's an option for you. I like that. Yeah. It'd be kind of a race, but if it works for you, if you can get her built up in time. And then as far as that discount goes, you probably have time to do like one. I didn't see any gears that were halfway done, but I wasn't checking everybody. Yeah, you should be able to do a native tier 1, tier 4. If you're going to wait on his other uniform till the anniversary, I would probably just go ahead and do Ghost Rider, man. Get that PvP value. Maybe find him a CTP of Judgment if you can, so he can cover multiple modes. You do already have Miles for striking. He also needs a CTP, so food for thought. And then, yeah, on the anniversary, I would definitely grab Mephisto's uniform, build him up. You have some HP Uru there. Make sure you grab a good ISO set for Hulk eventually, on the discount preferably. And yeah, that's a lot of work. That's a lot to work on. Make sure you're working on your supports. You've got most of them. Try and get Valkyrie unlocked if you don't have her yet. Try and get Nick Fury built up, but I saw him. Yep. Nice. Yeah, you're doing really good, man. Looking really good. You got some traps here I would avoid. Like, I don't think she needs a tier 4 right now. Definitely don't need a tier 4 here, as cool as this uniform is. Without his artifact and a CTP, he's just not going to do what you need him to do. Thanos is kind of falling off. Well, yeah. Which one for Miles? Like, which CTP? I think the best CTP for Miles is a competition. You guys will correct me if I'm wrong. But for poor kids like me and you, probably a Judgment. Because you're not going to run into enough. And correct me if I'm wrong there, guys. A Judgment's correct, right? Yeah, Judgment or comp. Right, because as free-to-plays, we're not going to have as many competitions. So if you do get top competitions, this probably isn't where they'll go. The first ones will probably go to like Mephisto or your absolute craziest Alliance Battle clearers. Or maybe him. But anyways, it just depends on what you get. Miles is great, man, with that competition. You know, out of all the uniforms we have passed on, every seasonal we've passed on, this is the one. If I could go back and buy one, this would for sure be it. I don't like beat myself up over it, but it's just such a good uniform. Would have been great for us for the striker value, but no worries. So yeah, a Judgment is probably what you'll end up using. You got a couple characters that need Judgments and stuff, but yeah. Bam! I almost don't want to do it because then I'm giving in. I'm giving in to your... Well, it's actually pretty respectful persistence. So what can I say? Hopefully that helps you out, my friend. That's going to do it for the account help for today. I'm joking anyways, bro. No worries. Honey. Boom. Besides, I got something for you here, Gene. I need your help. Where am I supposed to be looking? In, hey, silver. Let's go, bro. Ba-ba-ba-boom. Nice, man. Nice, dude. All right, guys. We are going to go ahead and, boom, grab all this. Don't shoot. Don't shoot. Oh my God, you guys, dogs are killing me. They're over here just like whacking my lights down, freaking out over here. All right, let's jump into dispatch. Boom, bam. And there we go. Grab these before they cap. I'm trying to get to silver, bro. I can't get there, man. I'm on my way. I'm coming. Nice. A little more energy. There we go. Nice. All right. Now I can do some farming once we get out of here. We didn't do any... didn't do any GBR yet. Did we? I said, no. Gotta go, go, go. I gotta try and wrap this thing up. I knew it was gonna be a long one today. And it is. We're at 3 hours and 15 minutes already. Nice. Thanks for the carries, my friends. Nice, nice. So yeah, I'm still a bit torn on who we're gonna do next for oh, Ghost Rider for now. I don't think, Jay, that you have enough time between now and the anniversary to tier 4 Mephisto and save enough materials to utilize the native tier 2, tier 4 discount on the anniversary. So I would just try to do a native tier 1 like Ghost Rider, then start saving for the anniversary and go from there. Because I feel like if you get, and plus you don't have Mephisto's uniform now anyways, so there's not a lot of benefit from it. So just wait. Whoa! Oh, I don't know where the safe spot is. Oh, we're all stacked up. About to kill ourselves. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, don't use tier 3 here. Speed run. There we go. Perfect. Like, we can totally both fit in here. Shoot, we could all 3 fit in there. There we go. Nice, nice, nice. Just got to get one down. So we can wrap up this event stuff real quick. I'm going to do something criminal here on stream. Don't tell anybody. Bam. Nice. We got a mythic type enhancement kit. What do we need here? Yeah, this is the one. Pain in my buns. Actually, we'll just do everything else and see where we're at. We only a little bit of boost points, so maybe I'll just waste a tiny bit of energy. We're gonna open our rift. Cracking the shield, cracking my buns. Let's see here. Otherworld battle, we can do that. Hey, dudes, we're doing all right. I made it through all the challenges and all 5 entries yesterday. I think I won most of them. Hey, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 victories in a row. That is surprising. I'm not gonna lie, considering where we're at in the rankings here. Oh, that's close. I don't think so, though. I think we die to revive. I don't think we can make it through. Nah. Nope. Next. Maybe. Yeah, we take a stab at this. We go for that. We probably lose, but all of these. That's how I felt with every entry yesterday. I was like, I'm probably going to lose. Probably going to lose. Probably going to lose. And lo and behold, we did not. Just such a terrible striker. Why do you think that? I have had really bad results from putting immortality characters anywhere but leading. And when I say bad, I mean real bad. Might have to do with the artifact quality, but they just get bricked, dusted. Yeah, we're gonna get hosed here anyways. We're not looking good. Kang's gonna come back and pop the whole team. Yep. There we go. That was not the one. Because, yeah, he just, like... And then usually my wins come from that final revive. Oh, wow. Dang, you have enough then. You're right there, Jay. Got it, man. Yeah, you're good to go for another native tier 1. Are all set. We don't need to do another one, but we might as well. See if we can find someone that looks a little more vulnerable. It's bad. I got lucky yesterday and every account that I attacked wasn't super ripped. Super hard to tell. Yeah, and at this point, all the teams have been adjusted. So there's no more like fully debuffed nonsense for me to take advantage of. It's the real deal from here on out. That I like. This is from villains only, right? Which is going to apply to like my whole team. Yeah, without Agent Venom, Black Widow wasn't doing a lot for me. I tried like a Black Widow setup, but without the revive, it just doesn't work out. I get ruined by the fact that everyone has revive on all of their characters. Is that uniform heroes and villains? Is that Phoenix 5 or whatever? Is that the one that's for both? Yeah, it is, isn't it? Which uniform is that? No. Yeah, it's Phoenix 4-5. I did. Yep. Yep. Oh, geez, I'm dying here. Tier 4 pack. Like the same uniform. %10 more reflect reduction. Yeah, reflect reduction. Yeah. It's like the exact same uniform, isn't it? Isn't it? Well, still, we'll give it a shot. This is the best looking fight we're going to find. We only have to fight 3 characters here. Yeah, I'm thinking we might get lucky here. I'm also just not putting in... I could put in more effort. I could move characters around. That would be smart. Pays off sometimes. Sometimes it doesn't. It truly does feel like it's mostly just a gamble against whether or not the person's got a really good account or not at this point. But there we go. Null with that damage boost, y'all, is putting in work for me. That's why I'm using him up front like that. But now that didn't look good. Yep, that cadence feels bad. He's still got to revive, right? Nope, we got it. There you go. There you go. That's what those look like when we win. Kang usually jumps up and finishes it. We'll take a win and a loss. We'll get out of there. What else do we need? Boom! Dimension missions. All right, so we need some more boost points. I don't mind. We're just gonna be irresponsible. Oh, that's just it. X. Yeah. I was like, I've got some boost points hiding in here somewhere. Don't ever do that. Use your boost points for stage 2 boost points. I'm a live streamer, so I'm doing stupid stuff. We don't have Electro, so we are gonna go for it. Let's see what we get. Oh, by the way, oh, look what we got. Where'd she go? Jubilee! Oh, we got some Jubilee bios. That's nice. So, I don't know. We get 2 more, we get a Jubilee. What do you know? Let's grab our gold and our tokens. Dip on out of here. Boom. Acquire all of that. What is this? It is like 50, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, 60 carbo. Look at you. I'll take the carbo there for the extra 10. Come on. And then the shop. Let's go. Boom. We done, man. That's it. No more stress from this event. It's such a pain, dude. Lock me in for one of those. And with that, how are we looking? 3.5 and 3.5. Nice. So we need like another week and a half, something like that, a week. You know what I think is going to happen here? We're going to line up a super stream with our next tier 4. We're going to line up a super stream with this tier 4. We've got a CTP from Team Battle Arena. We've got crazy bonus option re-rolling we can do for cards. We'll stop burning up our gold so we can save it for that. We'll burn it up on a super stream. Probably be about a week or so until we're ready for that. So look forward to that, my friends. I think that is just about going to wrap it up for today. I don't have the energy or the brain power for Alliance Battle right now. Sorry, Sanjeev. Love you, buddy. But yeah, that's it, guys. Thanks so much for hanging out today. If vote for tier 4? Yeah, maybe INL. That'd be fun. Have we done that before? Maybe we'll let you guys choose the tier 4 for the first time. It's a good one. Anyhow, guys, if you enjoyed the stream today, had a good time, maybe you picked up some tips for the game, go ahead, hit that like button. It helps us out a lot, spreads the VODs, exposes the game. If you want to see more of this live stream series, we do it every day except for Saturday at 7:30 a.m. Pacific time. Hit that subscribe button for notifications about those. I'm Olden Gray. This is Free to Play, and I hope you all have a spectacular day. We'll see you tomorrow for some new events, boyos. Let's go!